The Panthers are in round one of the playoffs, hosting tonight's playoff game against the Bastrop Bears. With me tonight is my longtime cohort, buddy, friend, pierogi pal.
Here we go.
Greg Ceriti.
Here we go. Little Friday Night Lights here in Texas.
Yep.
Against the Bastrop Bears, live from Liberty Hill. Ready to get it done.
It's better live than taped.
Amen.
So you will get this live, and welcome to all of our faithful fans that are listening tonight from all over the world, Greg, all over the world.
All over the world, and that's not a lie. Tuning in here to hear the Liberty Hill Booster Club's Vype Media broadcast for the first round of the playoffs. And this is what it's all about. This is what we've been running through the district, winning the district, 8-2 on the year. Great season for the Liberty Hill Panthers. Now they're looking to extend it and play one more game each week. And right now, the chance to play next week is blocked by the Bastrop Bears.
Greg, Bastrop's coming in hot. They lost their first 6 football games this year, won their last 4 to get into the playoffs in their district, coming in as the 4th place team from that district. And what could it mean for Bastrop coming in and riding that 4-game wave of success?
Well, you get hot at the right time, and we've seen it. We've seen this Liberty Hill Panther team do it, as a matter of fact. And you get hot during the right time, and you catch a little wave of just playing well, so to speak. You get some guys back. Now, I'm not sure exactly what happened with Bastrop. You know, we talked about it before. They had played some good teams at the beginning of the year, ran into some buzzsaws, played well, battle-tested, and were ready to come here tonight with their heads held high. Now, they are the 4th seed in their district, but maybe some things could have turned around. They would have been better if they had been full strength, or maybe some things, but the ball bounced their way. But 4 in a row, ready to go against the Panthers here, who are, just as confident.
Greg, Liberty Hill played in what arguably is a less than stellar district as far as strength of teams. My question to you, what positives and negatives come out of the district play where your starters have not played full games, and can you tell me what advantages or disadvantages that might have on this team?
Health is got to be the number one thing. I think being healthy and being able to take the risk off the table, playing nail biters every week. But then the flip side of that, Tim, right? You're not in those games, but we know that this team is a veteran team on the defensive side of the ball, at least, and they've played some tough games this year. So, to answer your question, that really is the best thing that I can think of, is you really get to fine-tune your offense, you get to work on some things on defense, and you get to come in here into these playoffs with just about everybody healthy and ready to go.
Is there a negative?
I think that just the not being in late game situations, pressure situations. Tim, pressure bursts pipes. Right? And when stuff like that happens, when you get in those pressure spots, if it's a close game, you got to run somebody out there to get a field goal. You got to run somebody out there to pick up a first down. Right. You got to throw a pass for Liberty Hill. They haven't been in too many situations where they've been under pressure, having to throw a pass down the field. Reese Vickers has a great arm, but he just hasn't had the reps or the games to be in. If you're blowing teams out left and right, Coach Walker's not going to throw the ball in the second half up 30, up 40, just because he has a little bit more class than that, and you're usually not going to do that.
Right, and you bring up a point about the passing. Let's flip it over. The defense in district hasn't had an opportunity to see a lot of attacks downfield. The team that played them the closest was Marble Falls, and they run the ball.
No, that's right. That is a great point. That this is a senior-laden defense with Division I prospects. And in Thomas, Reed Bynum, Caden McMahon, Carter Hudson, LJ, Torno, Brewer, all these guys and that are just I can go on and on. I mean, we're gonna mention all of them. Carlton Trank,
right?
They all they bind together. They have a great team defense. Yeah. And they have not been pressed as of late running through this district. So, maybe a little bit early in this game, they might get some shots, get their feet underneath them.
Well, Bastrop is led by Demary Thompson, he's a junior, gained almost 1,300 yards, scored 9 touchdowns. He will be calling his name quite a bit tonight. Their quarterback is Seth Mauser, who is capable of throwing the ball. He's almost thrown for 1,000 yards this year and 5 touchdowns. So we might see them make the attack. But with a running back like they have and a running attack like they have, they're going to at least try to poke a couple of holes in this Liberty Hill defense. But that's a tall order to run the ball on Liberty Hill.
Absolutely. They have they have 3 receivers with over 200 yards receiving. Baynard, 347 yards. Tabola, 233 yards. Monroe, 248 yards. And then Baynard has 3 touchdowns. Right. Monroe has 2. So you got a couple of receivers out there that can catch the ball. So I think to beat this Liberty Hill defense, I think, and honestly, to give them some fits, you can't be one-dimensional. You're going to have to mix it up. You're going to have to make some plays on the ground. You're going to have to put the ball up in the air.
Liberty Hill is the home team tonight. They're in their purple jerseys, purple pants, purple helmets with the gold trimmings. And Greg Bastrop's coming out in all white, and they're maroon or they're brown. But, Greg, it's that time. It's time for Greg Cerriti, grade the inflatable.
I mean, the Bastrop Bears have a basic inflatable, but they brought one for the playoffs.
Yes.
The Panthers, still going with the old trusty 1940 cheerleaders in the gym, are making the run through Friday afternoons in the gym. You're skipping class. You're going in, talking to them. Tim, you know how it is. That's what you do.
Yep.
The Bastrop Bears, they went full inflatable. It's a tunnel. It's got a big bear on it. It's a basic run through. Little bit of dollars involved. I'm going to give it a middle grade, maybe like a C+.
Okay, C+. Bastrop Bears with your inflatable. It's good, but
not great, not
great.
Terrible, but it's a decent one.
It's a decent.
It'll work.
It's an inflatable.
It's an inflatable.
You're right. So Liberty Hill here, just moments away from the kickoff. Again, everybody, reminder: if you're listening. Shoot a shout out. Some of you actually have my personal phone number.
Whoa!
You can send me a shout out on my text line if you know it. You know who you are. If you don't, you can shoot me an email at lhfootball21@yahoo.com. That's lhfootball21@yahoo.com. Let us know where you're listening from, who you are, if you give a shout out to tonight. Let us hear the love out there on the air for this Liberty Hill football team. Whether you're rooting for the football team, a cheerleader, a coach, the drill team, the band, the trainers, doesn't matter. Me or Greg, I just give us a shout out. I don't think your wife has shouted out much all year.
It's been a while. It's been a while. She's in school. She's studying.
She's not listening tonight.
She might be. We'll see.
All right. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we'll get ready for the start of this contest. You're listening to Liberty Hill Football and Vype Sports.
Be a Liberty Hill Panther football booster. Football family, the Panthers need you. Support the brotherhood and support the purchase of equipment, uniforms, multiple scholarships, and much more. Just go to lhpantherfootball.com and sign up. Show your support this year. Be a Liberty Hill High School football booster. Find out more at lhpantherfootball.com. Business sponsorships can also get in contact at lhfbsponsorships@gmail.com.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation. Check us out at Vype, BYPE.com. Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3-13, back in, another reverse breaking tackles, dives to the end zone, touchdown Razors.
16 seconds, really
get closer to the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the three. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by one.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com.
A few moments of the Liberty Hill versus a Bastrop Bears contest. Bastrop's walking onto the field. Greg, how do you like that intro?
I'm not a fan of it.
Not a fan of them just walking onto the field as they walk on the field. There are a few people that do that, so, I don't hate it. So... But it's definitely not getting you pumped up.
Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling somebody told them to walk. I don't think that's their idea. So, for me, I mean, I was hyped up, and I know a lot of these guys are hyped up, running out. I mean, just to warm up before the game, coaches tell you, loosen up. That's not doing much loosening up there. So I'm just going to go on the raw deal of not being loose. But I ain't mad at it.
All right, so got the first one as normal. The first shout out.
Wait. Let me guess. I don't need to guess.
Yes. The first lady of our broadcast, Aunt Ginger, tuning in to tonight's broadcast. And thank you, Ginger. We're going to take a moment here for a moment of silence and the national anthem.
Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we honor our fabulous nation with the singing of our national anthem by the Liberty Hill High School Junior Choir member, Michelle Talha.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming on the rocket rampart of the bursting evening. They proved through the night that the flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, I tell you what, she just came in and laid that down.
She did.
And she is right here in the room, in the room next to us. I'm giving her a little bit of applause as she walks out. She is just full of in between some booths, and she just stepped in and knocked it out.
No,
that was awesome.
She did. Greg, I'm so pumped. I could run through a paper poster. I am ready to go. I could bust through it. Like sort of like the Kool-Aid commercial.
Yeah. Busted through. now, listen, folks. We had a little bit of an update. The Bastrop Bears, they brought a run through in front of their inflatable down to a C-. Immediately lost a little bit of the grade there. You can't double up like that, folks. Come on, you got to go one or the other.
It's like double bagging it.
You can't. You could that, but you didn't need to double bag that right there. Either go with the cheerleaders or go with the inflatable, the boosters. You don't do both. Come on, people.
Right.
Let's go.
The teams are out on the field for the coin flip, and We will see what happens. We got a couple of shout-outs I'm going to give out here in just a second for kickoff, Greg. We already got Panther Nation sending it out. And Liberty Hill is going to be kicking off to Bastrop. And here's these shout-outs. Joy Gotcher, shout-out to the Panthers, and our grandson, number 12, Logan Dyer, from David and Joy Gotcher from Hot Springs Village, Arkansas.
Here come the Dyers.
Go Panthers and go Logan. Hey, Logan needs it's important for him to have a really good game tonight to set the tone. Logan Dyer, that's really important to get that going, and I like to see him get a little more touches tonight. We want to give Lori Dyer, want to give a shout-out to number 12, Logan Dyer, and the Panthers from Annie and Uncle Drew in Cypress, Texas. Thank you to the Dyer clan for starting off banging this drum right off the bat and giving the shout-outs. Great job from the Dyer clan. Love it. Love it.
I'm excited tonight, honestly, to watch Hudson Stillwell, Jackson Harrison, Philip Gaunt, Chance Pogue, and let's go with one more, Julius Osborne. That's the lineman. Tim, They don't get enough credit. Nope. We don't talk about them enough. Those guys right there, rough start to the season for the Panthers, but they have come alive late, and they're going to be the ones that are going to be doing the blocking for Noah Long, Logan Dyer, Pitchford, Grady Flynn, Gavin Salinas, Reese Vickers. Those are the names you're going to hear a lot tonight, folks, but let's give it up for the boys on this line that do such a good job of making this offense run.
Greg, they won't be out first. The defense will be out first.
Here we go.
Set to kick it off. Ethan Minnick's got it teed up on the 40. It is go time. The back guys, the guys back deep are Demary Thompson for Bastrop. Kick is away. It's a pooch kick off to the right. Fair caught at the 35-yard line. That's fair caught by McKay Jefferson. And that is where they will, start off this drive. Liberty Hill pooch kicking it, wanting not to give them a chance to return the ball here, just setting it up and letting it go in the hands of their defense.
When you have a good defense, that's definitely something that you can do. You can give up a couple of yards there to maybe not bust up the last one.
Seth Mauser's the quarterback for the Bastrop Bears. Demary Thompson, the running back, straight behind him. Snaps back, no handoff, throw out to the right-hand side, and it is complete, but only for a short gain as he's tackled immediately. That is Julius Bernard on the catch.
Aiden Burrell came up from his cornerback position and laid the wood there. Hung your receiver out to drive there. Aiden Burrell gets the cobwebs out early with a great hit, bringing up 2nd and 6.
Second down. About 7. Man in motion left-hand side. Handoff right up to Miro to Thompson. He breaks out of some tackles, gets close to a first down. It'll be a yard short. There is a flag on the play late. I'm thinking that may be in the area of going against Liberty Hill. For some reason, maybe face mask in that area, Greg?
I feel like it's a face mask. I feel like it's something like that. Maybe a personal foul because the ref threw it very aggressively.
And right at where the tackle was being made. But Liberty Hill's not moving. It is going against Liberty Hill.
He just said personal foul, so I didn't
see what it is exactly, but it's going to be 15 marked off against Liberty Hill at the end of the play, Greg.
Good run up the middle. Don't see a lot of that. You with Drake Torno, Lloyd Johnson.
Oh, wow, they took it from the
First down for the Bastrop Bears.
Oh, they took it from the original. I'm confused. From the original line of scrimmage, which wasn't added to the end. I'm a little confused on that one, Greg. But
I don't know what's happening.
Net-wise, it wasn't a ton. Wow, interesting. First down from the 49-yard line. Bastrop whistle's blown right off the bat.
False start.
And it is a false start, and it's going to back Bastrop up. Sorry we couldn't get that cleared up for you because they threw the flag at the end of the play, which usually when you throw the flag, it's added to it, and they seem to have marked it off from the original line of scrimmage, so I'm not really understanding how that went. So backing it up 5, it's back to the 44-yard line of Bastrop. We're just underway here, 11:15 left to go in the first quarter of play. First drive of the game for Bastrop. If you're listening, give me a shout-out, LHFootball21 at yahoo.com, LHFootball21 at yahoo.com. Greg, our numbers show that we have a couple of 1,000 listeners weekly, and we only hear from a few of them. We'd like to hear from more of you. Shoot us an email at lhfootball21@yahoo.com.
Especially if you're in one of the flyover states. You're up in Idaho listening, Canada, Mexico. We love to hear it from all over. Where are people listening to the Panthers from?
Now they're marking off another pit against Liberty Hill.
I'm not sure what's happening now. This is ridiculous.
This is crazy.
It feels like they're making up for the last one.
I think I think they've realized now. This is exactly. They have made a big boo-boo. They realized they didn't give the yardage at the end of that play. But Greg, they ran a play.
They did run a play
since then. Okay, and no, they did not run a play since then. They get the penalty.
So they can back it off.
And now they back it off. So they've gone back to correct their error. And I'm shocked, Greg.
Looks like the refs needed to warm up tonight. It is absolutely crazy.
Playoff game.
I've never seen that before in all. I don't know if I've ever seen that. That was ridiculous.
This is a playoff game, and these guys made a huge mistake and didn't mark off the penalty. Well, here we go. 1st and 15 from the Liberty Hill 46-yard line. Handoff up the middle, and that is Thompson picking up a couple yards. Greg, he's strong.
No, he's real strong.
Wow.
Not only that, he keeps his legs moving. His legs constantly keep going, and he is not a low-to-the-ground runner. He is up high, but his legs keep churning. Tim, you hit it right on the head. He's strong.
This kid's going to be a load for Liberty Hill tonight, but they stopped him there for a short gain. 2nd and 13 for Bastrop from the Liberty Hill 44-yard line. 2 men left, 2 men right, snap back, straight drop back, dancing around, under a little pressure, running out, throws it downfield, and he was in the grass, but almost tackled, but incomplete pass. Brings up 3rd down.
Good pressure there by Hollis. Brady off the right side. Brady forced him to throw that a little bit sooner than he wanted to, although he was scrambling out to the right. Good coverage by Aiden Burrell.
Again, if any of you out there are listening, I want to give a shout-out, lhfootball21@yahoo.com, lhfootball21@yahoo.com. I'll call your name out on the air and let me know who you're giving a shout-out to, where you're listening from. Even if you have my own personal number, shoot me a text saying you're listening. Straight drop back. Now the quarterback looking downfield, throws it downfield, and it is complete. Downfield for a 1st down to the Liberty Hill 23-yard line.
I think that was out of the backfield. Demerit Thompson, he snuck out and he got caught. He got a good matchup there on a linebacker, I'm sure. Didn't see exactly who it was, but great pitch and catch there to pick up the 1st down for Bastrop.
It is a 1st down from the Liberty Hill 23-yard line. Ball's on the right hand hash. 2 receivers left, one to the right. Thompson in the backfield, right behind the quarterback. Handoff right up the middle to Thompson. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, but he lunges forward for a yard gain. Bring up 2nd down.
Lloyd Johnson, Reed Bynum in on the tackle. Drake Torno in there as well. I'm sure they're saying when you grab onto number 17's legs, when you get a hold of Thompson's legs, don't let go, because he just keeps churning them.
9.5 minutes left to go in this contest. No score. It's the opening drive. Kickoff was fair caught by Bastrop. They've moved down the field with a penalty to help them out, a 15-yard penalty and a long pass. Now it is 2nd and 9. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Running back offset to the left. Man in motion to the left. Handoff right up the middle to Thompson. He's hit immediately. Liberty Hill defense getting some penetration, dropping Thompson for a loss.
Lloyd Johnson at the front of that, but Tim, you're right. Drake Torno underneath, just submarining the front side of that, or the right side of that line. Nowhere for Thompson to go there.
Greg, I mentioned it earlier, Bastrop's wanting to try to poke holes in this offense to see if they can get some running downs. This is definitely a passing down. I think this is 4-down territory for Bastrop, that they're going to pass the ball both times and try to catch Liberty Hill not off guard, but downfield. 2 receivers left, straight drop back. throws it across the middle. Receivers down. There's a penalty thrown. It's going to be pass interference against Liberty Hill. It's going to turn into a first down for Bastrop.
That ball's not catchable. They're going to get him for a whole, I don't know how you call it pass interference when it's 10 yards away from them, but I guess that's what they're going to do here.
Unfortunately for Liberty Hill, that's going to put a first down and move the chains for the Bears.
Tim, we don't ever talk bad about the refs, but wow.
Well, they are definitely, for a 5A Division II game, playoff game right off the bat, this is definitely they are definitely not on their A game tonight. And I'm not saying that was a bad call. I'm just saying it just I don't know. There's a couple of things off right now. Maybe they'll clean it up and get some stuff going. Here it is, first and goal from the Liberty Hill 8-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 left, man in motion going left. Handoff, fake handoff, pass out in the flat. It is complete, and it's going to be a touchdown for Bastrop as they completed it to Julius Bernard for a touchdown.
Great pass. Good job there by Mauser. He set up and they ran the swing out wide. I think that's the weakness of this Liberty Hill defense, might be the edges, and we just saw that get exposed.
Point after attempt. The kicker is Jonathan Spurlock. Kick is up, and it is good, and Bastrop has taken a quick, surprising 7-0 lead on Liberty Hill. Liberty Hill made some mistakes right there with a couple of penalties that cost them dearly and resulted in yielding a touchdown. The rush defense against this running attack is fantastic so far. Liberty Hill doing a great job up front, just making some mistakes there on defense. They got to get that cleaned up, but they're going to get a chance to answer back as their offense is going to get ready to receive the ball.
Yeah, 3 huge penalties on that drive there. The personal foul, the holding, and then the personal foul, the pass interference. Then they had the other one at the very beginning. And, it's tough to overcome those types of penalties when you give this team, new life. They did convert that 3rd and 10, so you got to tip your cap there. Got to pitch and catch. Their biggest plays so far have been running backs out of the backfield. So something to look at for this Liberty Hill team. Tim, when running backs start coming out of the backfield like that, getting into some type of zone defense in the secondary usually kind of helps it out. I know Liberty Hill stays man-to-man, so curious to see how they're going to clean that up.
Getting ready to kick off now for the Bears.
Would love to see him kick it long to Noah Long.
Is Spurlock. Ball fell off the tee. Quick shout-out, another one for Logan Dyer and the Panther team. Good luck. Play well. Your fans are very proud of you. From Aunt Ann Dyer, the grandmother from Granbury, Texas.
Well, Logan has just been playing so well, so solid as of late, and usually he's going to get the first carry of the game right up the middle.
He's caught about the 9-yard line, run right up the middle for Liberty Hill, gets across the 30 to, let's call it the 32-yard line.
Carter Rocket Hudson. No, that's Gavin Salinas on that side. My mistake.
Salinas on the return. And then Liberty Hill will start this drive off here at the 32-yard line. 8 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Bastrop up 7-0. Liberty Hill's first drive of the game. Here they are at the line of scrimmage. Vickers pitches out to the right-hand side. But Pitchford, he picks up about 6, maybe 7. We'll call it 6 yards on the play. And that's 7. Picks up 7, gets out to the 39-yard line.
Good hard run there by Pitchford. Off the right side. Got an extra 3 or 4 yards when he put his hand down, Tim. Love to see running backs as they're going down extend that arm, and
because wide receivers don't do it great.
Tripod. You don't want to hurt your wrists.
2nd and 3. Pitch left to Noah Long. He dances around, gets the first down, and a little bit more. Gets to the 45-yard line. Going to move the chains.
Good job following his blockers there. He kind of waited a little bit, showed a little patience, then turned it on to pick up the first down.
Play being run in by Gavin Salinas from the sideline. Jackson Harrison up to the line of scrimmage at the 45. Man in motion, handoff to Pitchford. Student body right. There's a flag on the play, but they have plenty of yards. Pitchford's downfield across them at the 35. I think this is coming back, Greg.
Yeah, it was a big hold from the back judge on the right. Crazy place for that to come from.
Well, I wonder if he got him for a chop block, or they've called that on Liberty Hill before, but it was like a gain of like 20 yards, but it's coming back. Unfortunately, great call. I really like it. Was a chop block. I really like the call, Greg. We have not seen that play very much.
No, and Tim says it was student body right. They had a wall of blockers out there in front of Pitchford. Just an interesting place for that flag to be thrown. And you know, folks, they say you can throw a flag on every single play, and this Liberty Hill offense is prone to get that chop block thrown on them.
What hurts is that's a 15-yard penalty. That really hurts. It does make it first down, but now it's first and 25 yards to go for the first down. Greg, you don't want it all back in one piece. You're just going to have to chip on it right here. Here they come to the line of scrimmage. The ball's now back to the 30. Handoff left-hand side to Noah Long. Nothing doing. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Not much there for Long.
By number 44, Christian Lopez, the linebacker for the Bears.
Reese Vickers, excellent carry out of the fake there. Love to see the quarterback carry out the fake. Coach changed his mind there on that play, Tim. Sent in one and then brought him back.
Well, I think look for something different here. It is a pass play. Vickers throws it downfield, overthrows an open Noah Long down the left-hand side just a little bit too far.
Well, that's what it was. It was they had thought about a play, and then coach decided to dial it up, and wide open. And as we've seen, and we talked about it before the game, as we've seen sometimes when that play is wide open, you know, a seasoned quarterback that's thrown a lot of passes, that thing like throwing it in the ocean.
Up the line of scrimmage. Pitch out to the right-hand side, going to be tackled for a loss on the play. The defender read it perfectly as it was a pitch out wide to the right by Noah Long, going to bring up fourth down, forcing the punting unit onto the field.
Well, penalties the story for the Panthers tonight on both sides of the ball. The defense, too many to give up the touchdown. The offense, too many to turn the ball over on downs here. No chance of a fake. Andon Thomas, all-state middle linebacker. He's also the punter. And if he gets a leg into it, it could go a long way.
Snap is back and almost over Andon's head, and what a save by Thomas! Gets the punt away. Going to return down the sideline, get across the 50 to about the 48-yard line. Wow, Greg.
My goodness. Number 10, one-handed, Tim. One-handed he got that ball because it was over his head into the end zone. Safety for the Bears, and the Panthers have to kick it off anyway. Andon Thomas saved it and then got a pretty good kickoff to boot.
Nothing that I could say can justify what Andon Thomas just did visually. The snap was literally over his head. I was already the words were out of my mouth. He jumps, leaps, snags it, one hand in the air, just pop, and able to get the punt off
and still
quickly.
Gets the punt off,
yes.
Which was a good punt.
Now, first down at the Liberty Hill 48-yard line. Handoff right up the middle to Thompson. Gets across, gets about a pickup of about 10. It's going to be enough for a first down. Thompson with a great run up the middle.
Good blocking by the Bastrop Bear offensive line. Have not seen a running back be able to do that against this Panther line. It just seems like there's some holes up there. Drake Torno about to take it personal, I think.
First down,
nose guard
from the Liberty Hill 38-yard line. 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Bastrop up 7-0. Snaps back again, handoff up the middle. The Panthers sniffed this one out. No gain on the play by Thompson.
A lot of motion by the Bears. They're sending a wide receiver or a running back in motion on almost every single play.
Both these teams are vying for a playoff or trying to get to the state tournament, Greg. Don't miss out on the UIL Football State Championship starting Wednesday, December 15th at AT&T Center in Arlington, Texas. Ticket information and more can be found on uiltexas.org. As we take a little small break here, there's a Bastrop Bears shaking up on the field. This pause in action brought to you by Logan Dyer. Want to give Emily Gotcher, a.k.a. Mimi, sending out a shout-out to Logan Dyer from Nashville, Tennessee. Go Panthers! Another one from Chris Copeland. Shout-out to Logan Dyer, number 12, and the Panthers from his uncle Chris Copeland in Sierra Gordo, Illinois. And the last one, Christopher Gotcher, Singapore, wants to send out good luck to Logan Dyer. Have a great game, Logan, from Uncle Chris. Uncle Chris, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to let you down real easy, Uncle Chris. You're not the first person to ever give us a shout-out from Singapore.
Oh, my goodness. Singapore has multi listeners.
Years ago, we had a avid listener from Singapore. He was there on work, something with work, and he was there all football season and gave us a shout-out every single week. So, it's great, Chris. Just letting you know you're not the first from Singapore. All right, here we go. Second down for the Bears. Snap back, looking right, and he's under pressure, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield. The Panthers get to him. A big sack, a drop of about 10 yards.
Gang tackle by the purple defensive line for the Panthers. Lloyd Johnson, Drake Tarno. They're all in there. Hollis Brady as well. I think Thomas might have got in there too. They were all
Greg, I saw a manager come from the sideline and get in on the action.
Everybody,
it was everybody. Third and
what? Watch for the screen.
Yes.
Watch for the draw.
Third and 20.
Here comes the screenplay.
Two receivers right, one to the left. Snaps back, rolling out. There's a flag on the play. This is going against the Bears. Throw downfield is complete for about 12 yards, but there's a flag on the play. Greg, you take this penalty if it's against Bastrop.
I think you absolutely do. With the way that Mauser has a cannon, he can sling it, and he is throwing it out there pretty good.
They're going to decline it.
They picked up half the yardage.
Was it an incomplete pass?
It was a completed pass.
Then wow, I'm not sure I want to give somebody fourth down from 10 yards out. Oh, now Coach Walker's saying we want it right there. So Coach Walker's now saying he's one. Yes, you definitely want to take this penalty.
Yeah.
And put them back further because you don't want to give them a 4th and 10. They're going to go for a
4th and 9, 4th and 7 it might have been, and they absolutely would have went for it. There's no doubt.
No way do you not take this penalty. And Walker is all over it, taking the penalty, pushing them up another 5 yards back, making it about 3rd and 26.
Let's call the field, a legal shift, bringing
Carlton Schrank, Caden McMahon, the safeties. They're backed up a little bit. Burrell and Carter Rocket Hudson, same thing, backing up a little bit.
Handoff up the middle. They're just going for a run. Thompson gets a couple of yards. Going to bring up 4th down. Greg, I'm really surprised at that play.
Draw play?
I'm surprised. That, you've been passing the ball and you've been moving the ball downfield in chunks. I'm really surprised. Maybe they just didn't want to run the risk of Liberty Hill getting an interception. I don't know. It was just an odd call right there.
I'm just super motivated if I'm a Liberty Hill Panther and I see that they're just maybe afraid to play in that situation. Like, why do you not try to do it? Why do you not try to go for it in that? Just to at least throw it downfield, maybe something happens, a penalty, something that they just really gave up.
Snaps back as a punt, and it's going to have not a good punt at all. It's going to take
scrimmage.
It's going to take a Liberty Hill bounce. Wow, Greg, it's going to be marked out at the 40-yard line, a net of about 11-yard punt,
and especially with that draw play.
Oh, wow.
Here we go. Panthers take advantage of this. My goodness.
They get the ball back. It really looked bad for them for a second, but now this is a chance for Liberty Hill to get the momentum back. The ball is on Liberty Hill's 40-yard line. 2.5 minutes left to go until the end of the first quarter. Bastrop leads 7-0. Bastrop took the opening kickoff downfield and scored. Liberty Hill made a couple of mistakes in the defensive lineup, but here goes the offense now for their second possession. Handoff right-hand side, down the sideline, student bodies, down the sideline. It is going down, and Grady Flynn with a great run of a pickup of about 22 yards.
I'm a little shell-shocked for the flags when I see that. I'm ready for it to come in, but
I know.
No flags at all there. Great blocking at the point of attack, and they really did, again, almost that same play, that student body right. Big yardage on first down.
Now they're in at the 37-yard line. Handoff right-hand side again to Flynn, a pickup of about 4 or 5 yards. Good to see Grady getting the ball, Greg.
Absolutely love to see 43 run, swivel his hips, and get after it. He runs hard when given the chance. And we just saw 2 back-to-back plays. He picks up a big first down, then picks up 5 more, opens up the entire offense for the Panthers on second down.
2nd and 6. Man in motion, pitch out to Noah Long, cuts it up, cuts it back outside, cuts it back inside, gets out of a tackler, down across the 20, the 15, run out of bounds about the 10-yard line.
Noah Long, sophomore Noah Long, making it look easy. There's going to be a penalty there. I doubt it's going to be on the Panthers.
I don't know, Greg. The Panther offense is walking back.
Oh, my goodness.
This is going back again. Actually, one of the Liberty Hill players is pointing at Bastrop's line. Let's see. Let's wait till it gets all ironed out here. I think it may be against the Bears. Yep. It's going against the Bears. They're going to decline this penalty. It's a personal foul, face mask, and it is going against the Bastrop Bears, so that means Liberty Hill is going to take the play. Let's see where they marked it, Greg. Inside the 5, Greg. You got better position than I thought he did. It's on the 4-yard line. Did they did half the distance. That's what they did.
Yep.
First and goal, handoff right-hand side. Noah Long cuts it up, gets across the end zone for a touchdown. A tough run for Noah Long.
Big run there by Noah Long. He deserved it after he got him down to the 4.
Greg, he just got knocked down by his own teammate in celebration. That was the best tackle against him all night long.
Noah Long, the Liberty Hill spark plug. 19 touchdowns on the year now. He came in with 18, pending the Ethan Minnick's kick.
Snap back, Minnick's up. The kick is good, and this game is now officially tied with 1 minute and 33 seconds left. 7-all, and Liberty Hill ties this sucker up.
Hey, you look back at it and you just think you're just going to wonder if Todd Patman's gonna head coach Todd Patman of the Bears gonna look back and say, man, maybe I should have taken a shot there. Maybe I should have done something instead of an 11-yard punt.
Right.
My goodness. Well, the Panthers take advantage of that decision, go right down the field. A couple of hard runs by Grady Flynn and Noah Long, and tie ball game.
Tie game, that puts the momentum back in the Purple's favor. Getting ready to kick off. Hey, if you're listening, you're just tuning in, give me a shout out to lhfootball21@yahoo.com. Email lhfootball21@yahoo.com. Let me know who you are, where you're listening from, and if you want to give a shout out to any specific player or just the team in general, or anything like that, we will definitely give you a shout out as sending us an email. So thank you for the Dyer Clan for getting all your takes in. Pooch kick to the right-hand side. It's going to be fair caught at the 33-yard line. That's where Bastrop will start this drive.
Mekhi Jefferson, wide receiver, with the fair catch.
Going to be 34-yard line. It's where Bastrop start this drive.
Drake Tornell, Hollis Brady, Lloyd Johnson, the lineman up front. Devin Riley, Reed Bynum, Andon Thomas, Aaron Brewer, the backers.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left from the 34. Bastrop man in motion going left, snaps back. Fake handoff, thrown out into the flat, and it is tackled immediately, completed, and it's going to be a loss, a big loss on the play.
Aaron Brewer Great play by Aaron Brewer there to recognize the throwback. That was a trick play possibly, or something along the lines of just a swing pass to the right. But Aaron Brewer did what a defender should do. Play against two guys. He played against the quarterback who had the ball and the running back who was his responsibility, and Mauser didn't know what to do with it, and then Brewer decided to make a late run at him. Here comes the defense. Great team defense there by the Panthers on that wide receiver screen.
One receiver left, two receivers to the right. It is second down and about 17 yards to go. Snap back. Quarterback's looking downfield, throws it downfield, has a man, and off his hands. Good coverage downfield, but it was a pretty good pass, Greg, just incomplete.
Right on his hip was Aiden Burrell as Mauser tried to chuck it down the field. Mauser had all the time in the world, and as Tim and I said before, he's got a cannon. He can throw the ball. Ken Mauser, he's a prototypical stand-up pocket passer, and we just saw what his arm can do.
Mauser is a junior, and so is Thompson, the running back, Greg. They've got some underclassmen here that may make them a not only a contender tonight and in this playoffs, but next year as well. Here is the third down play. Roll out to the left-hand side looking for a receiver. Throws it incomplete. It's going to bring up fourth down, and he was under heavy pressure.
I don't know, rolling a right-handed quarterback to the left when there's literally two people in the pattern. Terrible decision there as well. I just think that was a terrible call, a terrible play call to roll your pocket passer out to the left. Roll him out to the right, but not to the left.
Greg, what makes it worse is typically you want to roll your quarterback out to your own sideline, and he rolled him out even worse to Liberty Hill's sideline. Now, it was the big side of the field, but now it brings up fourth down and the punting unit's out. Snaps back. The punt is away. Much better punt this time. It's going to be caught right up the middle return, a return of about 5 or 6 yards, which is fine.
Carter Hudson has not seen a punt all year, so good for him to get out there and make it happen. They just kick away from Rocket Hudson. They do not want anything to do with number 24 catching the punt deep.
Pretty good field position to start for Liberty Hill as they're going to be at the 48-yard line. This might be the last play of the quarter with 21 seconds left, all tied at 7. Left-hand hash. Vickers under center. Hands out. Pitchford's going to throw the ball. No, he's going to tuck it now and run. Gets across the 40. Run out of bounds about the 36-yard line, and that still 14 seconds left, so we'll have another play, Greg.
Sophomore Joe Pitchford showing some seasoned decision-making play there because, Tim, a Liberty Hill football player just had a chance to pass, and the player was kind of open. Pitchford decided to take the first down. Great job.
Yeah, first down. 36-yard line, handoff to Pitchford, right-hand side, spins out of a tackle, still on his feet, picks up 11 to the 25, another Liberty Hill first down.
I just think, Coach gave it right back to him because he said, man, what a great decision, Joe, to not throw that ball into a little bit of traffic and keep the offense rolling. Very impressive by Pitchford.
First and 10 from the 25-yard line, and that is going to do it at the end of the first quarter. Liberty Hill and Bastrop all tied up in 7. We got ourselves a ball game. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Liberty Hill Football on Vype Sports.
Be a Liberty Hill Panther football booster. Football family, the Panthers need you. Be a Liberty Hill Panther football booster. Football family, the Panthers need you. And much more. Just go to LA and support the purchase of equipment, uniforms, multiple scholarships, and much more this year. Just go to LH Panther football booster and find out more at LH Panther Football this year. Be a Liberty Hill High School football booster. Find out more at LHPantherFootball.com.
Business sponsorships can also get in contact at LHFBsponsorships@gmail.com.
The Panthers will start this drive on the Bastrop 25, or start this play, the second quarter. Handoff left-hand side, and that is Pitchford again, Greg? Pickup of 6. Yes, Pitchford again on the carry. Pickup of 6 yards to the 19-yard line. Nice load there. Last 3 plays for Pitchford. 2nd and 4 from the 19-yard line. Just starting the second quarter, all tied at 7. Vickers up the line of scrimmage, hands off the left-hand side. That is to Noah Long. Dances around, gets to the sideline, and he is going to walk into the end zone. Not literally walk. He was jogging, but he went untouched into the end zone for a 19-yard touchdown run. Is Noah Long
in at the point of attack, and then Noah Long backed up and then went to the left. Tim, great stutter step by Long to take a step upfield and then back up and follow his line and get to the corner.
Craig, was that joystick back into the left?
I think it was back left. That's right. In, back left.
Okay. Like a little video game, Noah Long. Yeah. Oh, snaps back, hits the ground on the extra point, and it is going to be unsuccessful on the conversion. So Liberty Hill's going to have to settle for a 13-7 lead. Greg, that's the first time I've seen that happen in years.
I have not seen Reese Vickers drop a snap all year long. It was Roy Walters. It's Walters to Vickers to Minix, and Walters had that one a little bit low, but Vickers is talking to Coach right now,
right.
And Coach is saying, "Buddy, hit you in the hands. What happened?" And Vickers, if you're back there, you think you can handle anything for sure. Just that one slipped through, and Minix wasn't able to make the play. It would have been a tough one to make, as it were. 7-13. Panthers still have the lead.
Want to give a big shout out to some friends of mine, Dennis and Lil, listening from Leander. Thank you for listening in to the broadcast tonight. I know you have other things to do, like watching Spaceballs, the movie.
What a great movie.
It was a good movie. Can you quote us a line from it?
I probably, but it probably wouldn't be safe on there. Probably say no.
You'd probably say no. Do you even know what it was a parody of?
I do know what it was a parody of.
Of Star Wars.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But hysterical movie. Go watch it if you can. I wonder if Jason Hebner, third man in our booth,
never watched Spaceballs.
You don't think he's ever seen it?
I don't think he's ever heard of it.
We'll have to ask him. Hebner, our cameraman, not here tonight. He's a Liberty Hill student. And normally runs a camera. He and I have done a few games this year when Tim has been on sabbatical, rolling around the nation, with Whiffy and eating pierogies in every state in the union. I'm surprised you didn't visit the Dyers as you were out and about.
Not sure, they were everywhere. Tennessee, there was one in Tennessee. I went right through there. Little pooch kick, and that is just fallen on by the Bears, and ball will be on the 35-yard line for Bastrop, their own 35. 11:21 left to go in the second quarter of play. Liberty Hill leads 13-7. Ball in the middle of the field. Snap back. Pitch out to the right inside to the running back. Thompson cuts it back. Breaks out of a tackle. Driving himself to get a couple more yards, and does. A pickup of 4 yards on the play.
Tim, first contact was 4 yards behind the line. But Thompson just keeps his feet moving and picks up 4.
Greg, we talked about the defense, and I want to give a shout-out to Reed Bynum. He does not get enough credit. I don't think we call his name near enough. He does a lot on this defense, sometimes an unsung hero, cleaning up blocks, but Reed Bynum doing a great job tonight. 2nd and 6, handoff to Thompson again. He's going to lose a yard or two on the play as he was hitting the backfield.
On cue, Reed Bynum. He's in there on the tackle. Him and Torno as well. Yeah, we talk about Andon Thomas a lot, and we talk about, you hear Carter Hudson and Lloyd Johnson and but I tell you what, Reed Bynum, again, at that linebacker position, he puts hats on people. And you got to account for number 62, or he's gonna make you pay.
After the loss, it'll bring up 3rd and 8, right-hand hash. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Snaps back, throws it immediately out in the left in the flat. It is complete. Picks up a few yards, gets close to the first down. It'll be about a yard short of the first down. It'll bring up 4th down.
Great catch there by Damari Monroe. All hands, as they say. No body on that. It was just a.
Damari Monroe with the nice reception.
That was Mauser just slung it. He had to reach out and catch it all hands. Yeah, I thought he had a good chance of picking up that first down. But here they are on their side of the 50, going for it on 4th. Have a feeling number 17, Thompson, getting the ball.
4th down and 1 in their own territory at their own 44. Going to go for it on 4th down, trying to draw Liberty Hill off sides with a cadence and barking out the call, trying to get Liberty Hill to jump.
You can hear the crowd here. Maybe a quick kick.
Trips out to the right, 1 to the left, but there's no way I think they throw this ball. Man in motion, left-hand side. They hand off to Thompson. No, he fakes it, and they get the quarterback in the end zone for a drop. A sack.
Devin Riley off the right side. He did not buy the fake at all. He had the quarterback, and Mauser went down hard. Coach Todd Patman with some questionable calls here, Tim, and now the Panthers are poised.
Greg, what he's thinking there is that, like we were, that Thompson's going to get the ball. They think that the entire defense is going to collapse and try to focus on Thompson. Didn't work out. Liberty has the ball on the 39-yard line. Handoff left-hand side. Noah Long dancing around, playing that video game. Gets across the 25 to the 24-yard line. A pickup of 14.
I was talking to his mom before the game, and she said, hang on to the ball. That's what she told him, and I tell you what, he was switching it from arm to arm, inside and outside. He is having a heck of a ball game tonight.
Ball is now on the 25-yard line. Liberty Hill driving. Handoff left-hand side and gets across the 20. That is Logan. Is that Logan Dyer? It's Logan Dyer getting to the 15-yard line. There you are, Dyer clan from all over the country. All 18 of you listening.
There's got to be more. There's got to be more than that. And I tell you what, Logan Dyer, 1 carry, first down, automatic.
Yeah.
Great job, number 12.
Ball on the 15-yard line, first down. Handoff to
I think it's Grady Flynn.
Grady Flynn, left-hand side, a pickup of 2. We talked about Logan Dyer, and it's not really it's not a joke. There are literally tons of Logan Dyer fans all over the world listening to this game. And we thought maybe 18. I think if you added them all up, I'd love to know how many Dyer fans are out there listening at one time. There could be like 6 in one of them's household. It just starts adding up.
I love it.
I do too. 2nd and 8 from the 13-yard line. Handoff left-hand side, and that is Grady Flynn dancing around, gets across the 5 down to the 2-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
Good hard run there by 43, having one of his best ball games of the year.
It is.
Coach keeps feeding him, and he keeps turning it up. Great patience, following the blocking. This Liberty Hill offensive line doing the job tonight. They are just getting out there and putting hats on people and opening up lanes all over the place. But the patience of these running backs to follow the blockers is really paying off.
Ball's now officially marked at the 2. 1st and goal. Handoff left-hand side, and it's guess who? Noah Long for the touchdown. Greg, I think that puts him over 20 for the year.
Well, Tim, 18 coming in. He's got 3. My goodness.
I can do the math.
Come on. Don't tell me that linemen can't add, because they can. I just watched it.
Just witnessed it.
Watched it happen.
Just witnessed it. Touchdown for Liberty Hill puts them up 19-7, and they're going to go ahead and kick it. The offense stayed on the field briefly, Greg, possibly trying to get that extra point back, but they're going to go ahead and settle to go for the extra point in Ethan Minix, who is really one of the best kickers in all of Central Texas. The kick is up, and it is good, and he hit that one, saying this going through.
I like what Reese Vickers did there for Roy Walters. Gave him a target, and I guarantee that was coached on the side, and that's some great coaching, some great battery coaching for your long snapper, your holder, and your kicker to tell him. And I would love to go back and watch the video of Reese Vickers on the last extra point. He might have been a little half-hearted on his target. He might have had his target low, maybe not had it as high, but it was very pronounced. It was up in Roy Walters' face where he could see it, and Walters hit it right on the money, got it down. Good job by Coach. Get the boys back out there and get back on track with that extra point because they're going to need them as we get, as we get further along into this game.
Liberty Hill leads 27, 7:10 left to go in the second quarter. Greg, I want to touch on that because I was a deep snapper, and I will tell you, guys, deep snapping, special teams is so important. You don't realize you're watching the game and you can name who the quarterback is or the top running back is, but I'm telling you, the snap starts with the center. And even during the offense, it starts with the center. But on those extra points and the punts, it is very, very important that you have a great deep snapper. And I want to say I was pretty darn good.
Listen, here's what you know. If you have a bad deep snapper, it's pretty evident. If you have a good one,
right,
no one knows who he is. Right? Like that's how it works out. If you have a great deep snapper, nobody knows his name. That's why I like to call Roy Walters, because if he does the job, you did what you were supposed to do. Way to go. But if you don't, you and I both know how important, just as Tim said, how important that is, especially in the playoffs. Tim, you've watched this Liberty Hill team win a state championship on a kick, right? So
absolutely,
you know how important it can be.
Yep. I called that game. You and I both.
I mean.
So ball's a pooch kick to the 41-yard line. Bastrop fair caught it again. Their offense is out onto the field. Twins, which is two receivers to the right, and twins, which is two receivers to the left. Man in motion, right-hand side. Fake handoff. Quarterback's going to throw it out in the flat again. Incomplete pass. And looked like the Panthers had read that pretty well.
Well, they had coverage deep, so that wasn't going anywhere. And again, the weakness so far, at least the place that Bastrop has been attacking, has been the flats. Off to the left and the right side of Mauser. He's been throwing just the quick screens or the quick hitters out to the right, and they've had a little bit of space. And just tried to make it happen there. He tried to lob it over the head of, I believe that was Aaron Brewer.
Second down and 10 needed for Bastrop. Two receivers right, two to the left. Again, a man in motion. Straight drop back, throws it out for a screen pass, is complete to Thompson. But wow, what a great play. Only a pickup of maybe a yard, but a great defensive play.
Who was that? Reed Bynum on the top, linebacker off the right side. Bynum cleans it up, and that play would have went for a long way had Bynum not come across and made that open field tackle on the screen. He blew it up. He's getting high fives from everybody on the team right now. Great play.
It was.
Individual play by Reed Bynum.
3rd and 9. Two receivers right, two to the left. Again, the man in motion to the right-hand side. Snap back. Under pressure, he's going to be sacked. A loss of 6 on the play.
Devin Riley, his second sack on 3rd down. The last one's on 4th down. This is on 3rd down. He is sending the Bastrop offense to the sideline again. Number 7, Devin Riley, back-to-back sacks on defensive possessions. Great play by number 7 to get the ball back to the Panthers. Carter Hudson back to receive the kick.
4th down now, back from the 35-yard line. The punter on the field to kick it. Carter Hudson back, standing about his 25-yard line. Snaps back, good snap. Punt is away cleanly. Pretty good punt. Going to take a bounce, and Carter Hudson going to pick it up. A big mistake by Hudson as it bounces off his hands. Luckily, Hudson gets back on it. Coach is going to give him an earful, Greg.
Let's see where he goes. Let's play. Watch Carter Hudson. He's going to come to the sideline. Let's see if he can get away from Coach. Let's see if he can get away from Oh, no. Coach is in his ear right now, folks. I tell you what. Son, two coaches. He's getting it in stereo. He's getting it in stereo, folks. He's got a coach in his right ear, got a coach in his left ear. I guarantee they're telling him, get away from it, son.
Wow.
We know you're fast, Rocket, but don't touch that ball. He's going to talk to every single coach on the team.
Yeah. He picked it up, bouncing with literally two guys a yard away from the ball. Handoff left-hand side. Nice run. Looks like I pick up a 1st down, and that is Noah Long again gets to the 35-yard line, enough for a first down.
Number 21, Noah Long, moved the chains. That's
Great
the first
play
down
there
for Liberty Hill.
off the right side. Noah Long running so patient tonight. As these offensive linemen for the Panthers are doing the job and letting this offense run.
First down from the 35-yard line. Pitch out to the right side to Pitchford. Cuts it up. Gets 5. Gets 10. Gets 12 yards before he's brought down. Gets across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Coach Todd Patman for the Bastrop Bears just has to feel like he just let this game get away from him when he just gave up. From that point on, Tim, it has been all Panthers, it feels like.
First down from the 46-yard line. Handoff left-hand side to Noah Long. Nothing there, as he only picks up a yard on the play. It wasn't really a hole.
They finally said, just everybody tackle 21. Let's see what happens.
2nd and 9. We have 4.5 minutes left to go until halftime.
The Panthers are going to get the ball to start the second half as well. So with this running clock, if they can go down, they can time it just right.
2nd and 9. Oh, inside handoff, Noah Long going to the right inside, a little reverse action, a little off misdirection, picks up the first down, a pickup of about 15 yards.
I love how Noah Long is stutter stepping and cutting behind these Bears who are trying to over pursue. And I don't know if that's something that coaches maybe had seen on tape or just basically using the speed of the Bears against them and working these cutbacks and picking up first down after first down is Noah Long. Again, let's give credit to the offensive line for putting hats on people.
At their own 38-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 38. Pass down the play. Noah Long's open, but almost intercepted. Incomplete pass.
Well, Creed Nichols, defensive back, and I guess that's why he plays defensive back, Tim, not wide receiver, because my goodness, he should have caught that ball and went 60, 70 yards for the touchdown. That was a pick six, folks. And it just went right through Creed's hands, unfortunately, for him.
Handoff left-hand side. It is Pitchford. Picks up good yards. Gets a pickup of about 6 yards on the play.
Reese Vickers, just a little bit too much air in it. Like to see Vickers step and throw. Step and rip it.
And number 44.
3rd and 4. From the 32-yard line. It's 3 minutes left. Whistles on the play. It's going to be a timeout, Greg. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Liberty Hill leading 20-7 with 3 minutes left to go until halftime. You're listening to Liberty Hill Football on Vype Sports.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, Vype.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, Vype.com.
Back here, getting ready to resume play after this timeout. Bears defense coming onto the field. This is where the Bears need to really try to hold Liberty Hill. But this is going to be, I think this is 4-down territory, no doubt, for Liberty Hill. A little bit out of field goal range, but Ethan Minix wouldn't tell you that. Here we go, 3rd and 4. Handoff right up the middle. A pickup was close to the first down. I think they're going to be a little short.
I don't think so. Move the chains.
Logan Dyer. Well, they've marked him short, Greg.
Move the chains.
Greg, I'm telling you, they've marked him short. You know who I am?
I do, but
do you know who I am?
I mean, throw the flag. He made it for sure.
Greg,
me and the Dyer clan are upset about it because that was a first down, Dyer clan. I tell you what, all the Dyers, believe me, it was a first down. He was robbed. Give it back to him, Coach.
Give it back to right, here we go. It's 4th and inches for Liberty Hill from the 27-yard line. It's going to be a quarterback sneak by Vickers. He has the first down and more. And they will move the chain.
That's actually an advantage there to just let the clock tick right now. And again, time it out just right for this offense to churn out some good plays. And now you are in Minnick's range.
On the tackle after he achieved the first down.
1st and 10, handoff left-hand side to Noah Long. He's dancing around, gets across the 20, finally drugged down to the 18. Greg, these bands are getting ready to play at halftime. Band contests from different states state competitions were happening the last couple of weeks. This Bears and the Panthers. Greg, those are two common nicknames, aren't they?
They are.
You ever what's the most funny nickname that you've had? In El Paso, they got the Chihuahuas. Do you know that?
I did not.
Yes.
I did not know that.
There is the Chihuahuas.
Tim, my team was the Comets. Have you ever heard
Really?
Have you ever heard of a comet, Tim?
No,
I was a comet, Tim. A shooting star, so to speak.
Flag on a play after this run. Going to go against Liberty Hill. They're not going to have that positive play. You know, New Braunfels has the Unicorns.
I like a unicorn.
Yeah.
That's good.
The Victoria has the Stingarees.
The Stingarees.
Yes. But
Lumberjacks. I like the Lumberjacks.
Yes,
that's a good one.
That's a good one. How about the Sandies? Yeah.
I never heard of the
Yes.
Sandies.
I know. The Unicorns in New Braunfels are the only.
What about the
unicorn
Hershey
mascot.
Kisses? Tim, you ever hear about the Kisses?
Is that really true? Is that a
Tim,
thing?
that's totally not true.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Vickers.
Vickers going to throw a pass. He's hit as he throws it. Intercept. No, the interception was dropped. He was hit as he threw the ball, causing the ball to go up a little bit short into a Bear's hands, and he dropped it.
Again, the defensive players for Bastrop are playing defense, I think, for maybe one reason is they can't catch. My goodness, that ball is again right to him. 2 passes from Vickers directly thrown to a Bastrop Bear, and the Bears just not taking advantage of that pass.
3rd and 12. Pitch out left inside to Noah Long. Cuts it up. He slips, and he's going to only gain a yard maybe, but he slipped on the turf.
Patman, coach for the Bears, just going to let this clock tick, Tim.
Yeah, he's going to let it go down. At Liberty Hill, it's 4th down. Greg, do you just bring Minnick's out and let him take a shot at it?
Absolutely. There's no doubt you let Minnick's roll
Minnick's is one of the best kickers in all of Central Texas, has a strong leg. I'd let him just try it.
I'm going to say in the state, there are not too many kickers here, and we're spoiled, folks.
Yeah.
We've seen some just great kickers here at Liberty Hill. They have a nice little tradition going, and kickers seem to be at the ready. Connor Hawkins, sophomore Connor Hawkins, if Minnick's were to go down, I don't know how much drop-off there'd be in the kicking arena here for the Panthers. So they usually have, and we could have said the same thing last year and the year before, and so letting them run out there, again, you're going to need to have put points on the board late in the season. 4th and 11, probably don't have that play in your bag if you're the Panthers. It probably has to be a pass. Coach, take a shot here with the way the defense is playing. You're not worried about giving them 50 seconds on the 30-yard line or 37-yard line.
Still 4th down, and I'm trying to find
Coach Walker
Minnick's
talking to
on the
all
side.
Coach Walker talking to all of the refs there.
I'm still not. Minnick's is standing on the sideline. He's not in the huddle in the middle of the field. I'm just curious if they're going to do it. They're not going to do it. They're going to run a play. I'm actually very surprised that they don't give Minnick's a shot at what would be a 45 or 46 yard, maybe field goal, and definitely doable.
Within his range, yeah.
He is one of the best kickers.
All right, 4th and 11 as Liberty Hill comes out of the timeout.
student body right has worked. He's on this hash here, so you can see it go to the right. If you see Gavin Salinas go out there, Tim, you know that play is probably coming.
Taking a long time
Coach
to get
Walker,
this play going.
Coach Walker is in the ref's ears. He had them all on the sideline. Now Coach Todd Patman is talking to the refs over there. I'm not sure exactly what is transpiring, but you know, they're literally for the past minute and a half. It's just been refs talking to head coaches, and now the ref is
timeout for Bastrop for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on, but you know, as they talk this through, Greg, I'm really not sure what's happening here, but they must have charged a timeout. Yeah, but they're going to talk about it. Greg, you know, Liberty Hill has gone deep in the playoffs for many, many years, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, you know, I remember Coach Vance used to say we you know, they would like to ruin the holidays for everybody, you know, because they want to be
much to my wife's chagrin.
Right.
But you're absolutely right.
They want to play deep and ruin our Thanksgiving, ruin our Christmas.
Yep.
You know, you and I could be working on Thanksgiving, right?
Well, so we both love it. It would be unfortunate for our families, but for this Liberty Hill team, we're in. We've done it many times. We have. Yes, we have.
So, do you have plans for Thanksgiving? We're hosting at my house.
I mean, look, absolutely, I have plans every year, but everything always has a caveat to it.
Yes.
That if there's a game, Dad's not going to be there.
Well, we may do it. So, Greg, for your go-to meat for Thanksgiving.
I mean, it's dark meat, Tim. Come on now.
That's turkey, ham. What do you
turkey, dark meat. There it is.
Yeah.
Bingo, Ringo.
You know, the fried turkey, I'm really digging that.
You like that's
I grew up on the baked turkey. Now I can't even stand it.
Tim,
you know,
Tim, we put a T-shirt on our turkey in the oven.
No way.
We'll talk about it after.
Here we go. Here we go. 4th down for the Panthers, and it's going to be run out to the right. That is a 1st down and more, run by Grady Flynn for a 1st down, and now Walker's running down there to call a timeout with 42 seconds left.
What a play off the right side by Grady Flynn.
Wow.
His best game of the year, Tim, I think, so far. He's had a lot of big runs, and maybe none bigger than that right there to put the Panthers, you know, almost 1st and goal. They're on the 12-yard line. Heck, they can pick up another 1st down if they want. They have managed this clock here at the end of this first half about as good as you can ask. 4 minutes and 30 seconds when they got the ball, and they have just churned it down the field.
Greg, coaching. This is experienced coaching. You know, you talked about some mistakes on the other side that you potentially. This is a place that Coach Walker, this coaching staff, they know how to manage these games. They know how to manage time. They know how to manage the personnel. You know, right there, you and I are going, man, let him kick it. Look, we were wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Coach, that's why we're up here, and he's coaching down there.
Right.
Absolutely. Right. We'd throw the ball way too much, Tim, if we were down there. I know I would. They're like, why is Liberty Hill throwing the ball so much?
Oh, my goodness.
Nobody. 0-10 we'd go.
So after this quick small pause and time out, 42 seconds left, 1st down from the 12. They have one timeout left, so they're going to take a couple of shots at another touchdown, up 20-7. Pitch out wide to Noah Long. There's a flag on the play. Noah cuts it up, gets across the 5, leaps. A guy into the end zone. Touchdown for Noah Long. Let's see what the flag is.
It's offsides on the defense. It's offsides in the defense. Let's see it. Let's see it. Come on, ref. What a play by Noah Long, folks. He jumped from about the 7-yard line to the 4 over, and it's offsides.
Waiting for it. Yes!
Big play by Noah Long, putting up the Panthers.
Oh, no!
What?
Chop block. It's not. It's offsetting or replay the down.
Offsetting.
No. Noah Long looks like a video game.
What a play by Noah Long.
Oh my gosh.
One of the highlights of the season, folks, for him to get airborne. And you hear coaches talk about, you know, how you shouldn't jump, how you shouldn't leave your feet. Because if you're in the air, you're super defenseless. And if you take a hit in the wrong way, you're going to hit the ground hard. But Noah Long threw caution to the wind All for naught, though. They're just going to run this play again. Again, Panthers don't mind at all. Soak the clock up. Still have a timeout. 12 yards away, right where they were.
Right. 34 seconds, though. The difference is a little bit less time, Greg. Again, 1st and 10 from the 12. Ball's on the right-hand hash. 34 seconds. Man in motion. Hand off to that man in motion. It is to Grady Flynn. He gets across the 10, the 5, and it's a touchdown for Grady Flynn.
Student body left, Tim. There it was, 43. He's been running hard all night. Coach said, pop one in the end zone. Let's see how you do it. Number 43, Grady Flynn, put 6 on the board. And the Panthers are up big at the end of the first half. And, Tim, they're going to get the ball back. I mean, could not. You talk about time management, could not have managed it any better. Well, they're going to go for 2.
Yeah, they're trying to get back on track for missing the extra point early. Handoff right-hand side, and guess who has the ball? That is Andon Thomas with a plunge into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Give it to number 10. He makes plays on defense. He makes plays on offense, plays on special teams. And now he gets one in on a 2-point conversion. Hard run off the right side for number 10. He just wants to stay out there on the field for the kickoff.
And up 28-7. Greg, you cueing the music?
Just a little music there. A little Huey Lewis for Huey Lewis for Andon Thomas.
That is funny, Greg. You just and that's okay. You can play if you want. I can do the game. No with background music going on right there. Liberty up 28-7 with 26 seconds left to go until halftime. We don't have video tonight, guys, so can't show you the band.
Well, you can tune in and listen, though, because we'll turn it up. You'll be able to hear the band.
We may take a break, but you can listen to the band.
Oh, we're definitely going to have to take a break.
Yep.
And
you can listen to the 8th graders down right below us talk about whatever they talk about.
Oh, boy. We might want to mute that.
May have to.
Let the band get out in the field at least.
Yep.
28-7. Bastrop struck first. And, They really had a lot of momentum going early. Coach Todd Patman decided to just throw in the towel and not go for it on 4th down. And since then, it like blood in the water. The Panthers sensed it, and they have just been attacking since. Playing hard defense and maybe better offense.
Pooch kick to left-hand side, up in the air. Fair caught. Caught at the 36-yard line of Bastrop. They have the ball with 26 seconds left.
Mekhi Jefferson. Yeah, I mean, if the coaches are doing their jobs, you try to find those guys that couldn't catch those balls. See if you can kick it to those two, because, man, maybe that ball hits the ground or something.
And, Greg, we'll see what they do here. I mean, I think they're just going to run the ball out. I'd take a couple of shots.
I mean, we already saw them play passive and not try to do anything. They're not going to get the ball back either. They're going to have to deal with another offensive possession for the Panthers before they have a chance to do it. Tim, you're right. If they want to get in this ball game, why not? Why not take a shot downfield?
Here they are. Throw it out into the flat, Greg, and it is complete, but only a pickup of a couple of yards. That was complete out there to Amari Rice. But, again, playing it very safe with a strong arm quarterback in Seth Mauser.
Like you said, they're content with going down or going into the halftime down 21. It looks like
2nd and 8.
With 19 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ball at the 38-yard line of Bastrop. 19 seconds left. 3 receivers left. One to the right. Man in motion going right, snaps back. Now they're going to throw it across the middle, throws behind the receiver, incomplete pass, brings up 3rd down.
Damari Monroe wanted nothing to do with that pass across the middle. He heard footsteps and all kinds of things. Mauser did throw it behind him too. First pass we've really seen across the middle, not in the flat or not deep. And you're taking your life in your hands when you're running across the middle and you have Andon Thomas and Reed Bynum ready to rip your head off.
15 seconds left, 3rd down and 8. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Mauser, the quarterback, man in motion now coming back to the right. Snaps back, Mauser has it. Under pressure, throws it out left for a screen, and it is Andon Thomas sees it coming, tackles him for no gain. Brings up 4th down.
Seth Mauser with the completion.
Panthers take the timeout.
Sure, they're wanting the ball back and get another shot. And Greg, well, number one, I don't think you try to block it because you run the risk of running into the kicker and giving Bastrop another shot at throwing it downfield. Do you just try to get a return? But
if you're Bastrop, you go for it here on 4th down. You don't even try to punt it. There's no need to. You just Mauser.
That's true. You're going to run the clock out,
just
right?
Run down and kneel on the 10, or throw it long and maybe get a penalty down the field and get a chance to chuck it. The fact that you don't get the ball back and you have to have your defense back out on the field against a Panther team that is going to go into the halftime locker room and come out after adjustments, and now you got to face them.
Well, they did adjust the time to 9 seconds on the clock. So, Greg, I'm not so sure go for it here because an incomplete pass would
now
probably,
you might, yeah.
So now they're going to line up to punt it away. Liberty Hill's not putting anybody back. They're going, you know what, just let it bounce. We don't really care. We just want to, let it ride out. We just don't want any mistakes. But now Carter Hudson goes back deep, standing at his 30-yard line. Snaps back. Liberty Hill's coming. Punt is away. Hudson's going to make an attempt at it at the 28-yard line. Gets past 1, gets past 2. Can't get past the 3rd one. Going to be tackled. And that's going to end the half with Liberty Hill up 28-7. Liberty Hill up 28-7. All you listeners, we're going to break here in just a second, but stick with us for the second half. Greg, thoughts on the first half of how this sort of played out?
It's when Bastrop came out, they just played so well and moved the ball so well, and it was the Uncle Mo was on the Bastrop sideline. They moved the ball right down the field. Yeah, there were some penalties, but they moved the ball right down the field, and then they got the Panthers to punt it away and just really played some great football there. I know I keep harping on Coach Todd Patman, but it's his team, and those are his choices of what he wants to do. And when you decide that you're just going to throw in the white flag and maybe try to play for another down or whatever he was thinking, it just, fortune favors the bold, Tim.
Right.
And that right there was not at all bold. It was just waving the white flag and
sure.
The blood was in the water, and the Panthers absolutely pounced on it. Noah Long running poised. This offensive line, you heard me mention the boys at the beginning, playing great across the board. Grady Flynn running hard. Logan Dyer, every time he touches it, he gets a first down.
Yeah.
And just playing really, really well. That student body right, Tim. That play has been devastating tonight. They've run it 3 times maybe, and each time has just been an absolute.
One of them called back for a penalty.
It did.
20-yard gain.
And then the defense, after that, Tim, the defense played lights out. Reed Bynum, great individual plays. Devin Riley, maybe the defensive player of the half, 2 huge sacks to give the ball back to the Panthers. They just, this team, this defense stepped up and played a heck of a first half.
Yeah. I got a couple of shout-outs before we take a break, Greg. One goes to an old, he's my son's age, Rowdy Brown.
Rowdy Brown,
class of 2011 with my son Ty Dean. Rowdy Brown listening. I knew him when he was younger with Ty. Outstanding athlete, but he's from a town, and he's there in the town called Comishneel, Texas. You know where that's at? No, you do not.
Comishneel, it's in Texas.
It is in Texas. Texas is a big place. Comishneel, Texas. I've been there. Ate at a restaurant there, driven through there. Rowdy, if you're still listening, you gave me the shout out about 30 minutes ago. If you're still listening, thank you, Rowdy.
How do you say it?
Comishneel.
Comishneel. The Comishneel Snails.
Comishneel.
What are the name of the Comishneel?
You know what, Rowdy? I'm sorry, I don't know the mascot for Comishneel. If you're listening, shoot me a message of what the Comishneel mascot is. I may have to Google it or call Craig Way, but Rowdy, listening from Comishneel.
Craig Way would know for sure.
He absolutely would. One more from Jason in Cape Coral, Florida. Wanted to give a shout out to my nephew, number 12, Logan Dyer, from his uncle Jason in Florida. Hey, we're going to take a break, but I want to thank all those listeners, all the Logan Dyer fans that's listening, for Aunt Ginger also listening. You're my number one fan, and I'm yours. And so also for my good friends listening in Leander, Dan and Lil listening from Leander, thank you so much for tuning in and listening, because our wives sure aren't listening.
No.
Your
wife's watching true crime.
My wife is watching true crime. She's truly picking up tips as she's watching it. That's all she does. No, that's not all she does all day long. But I kid her all the time, and she gives me a hard time for bringing this up on the air one time about her watching these crime shows. Truly, and it's not like she needs more fuel to try to dispose of a body.
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it.
My wife dearly, and but I give her a hard time about it, and she gives me a hard time for bringing this up on air. And but I did it again tonight, and now I'm going to hear about it because my good friends that are listening are going to probably let her know, which is really funny. But we'll be back here to start the second half, and so Liberty Hill leads 28-7 here at halftime in this first round of the Texas High School Playoffs. You're listening to Liberty Hill Football on Vype Sports.
Be a Liberty Hill Panther football booster. Football family, the Panthers need you. Support the Brotherhood and support the purchase of equipment, uniforms, multiple scholarships, and much more. Just go to lhpantherfootball.com and sign up. Show your support this year. Be a Liberty Hill High School football booster. Find out more at lhpantherfootball.com.
Business sponsorships can also get in contact at lhfbsponsorships@gmail.com.
And now the band will perform their next musical selection, the 60s hit, Hey Baby. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 Bastrop High School Marching Band. And Bastrop fans, get on your feet. It's fight song time. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the 2021-2022 award-winning Liberty Hill High School Liberty Bells. Joining the Liberty Bells are the Liberty Stars tonight as well. The Bells and Stars are under the direction of Melanie Bavoni and assisted by Victoria Dunlop and Kenneth Priori. The Liberty Bell line officers are Junior Lieutenant Rainey Chavez, Junior Lieutenant Mallory Tate, First Lieutenant Shaylee Scholander, and in gold, our Captain Jessica Calhoun. The Liberty Bell social officers are Spirit Chair Reagan Hoyt,
Vice President Helena Block, and President Audrey Itz. The junior varsity coordinators are Hart Richardson and Kaylin Kosnick. The Stars major is Avery Langwell. The belle of the week is Kaylin Kosnick. The star of the week is Madison Lane. Please enjoy the Liberty Bells and Stars dancing to Don't Stop Believin'. The Liberty Hill High School Liberty Bells and Stars. Next up, the Liberty Hill High School Panther Band will be featuring their color guard for 2 selections for your enjoyment this evening. First off, we'll be performing the smash hit by Bruno Mars, Treasure. Section of the week for the Panther Band is the flute section. Band members of the week are Garrett Brand, Noah Graff, and Kay Spradling. Next, the band will continue with the hit Hey Baby. And now a bonus performance for you, Land of 1,000 Dances. The Liberty Hill High School Panther Band.
kids
Always
nowadays.
remember the
Not one player on the field born maybe has listened to the Alan Parsons Project.
That may be true.
Oh, my goodness. Well, here we are, folks, back for the second half, 28-7. Panthers up. Some quick stats here at the halftime. Joe Pitchford, 5 carries, 46 yards. Noah Long, 11 carries, 70 yards. Logan Dyer, 2 carries, 13 yards, folks. 2 carries, 13 yards. They're saving Logan Dyer for the next round, it looks like. But the leading rusher in the first half, 6 carries, 71 yards for Grady Flynn. Got Noah Long unofficially by 1 yard. Stats by Scotty at the Liberty Hill Independent. Tim, not a bad half for Grady Flynn.
No, it's hey, I'd like to see him get the ball, and they sprinkled in a little bit of Logan Dyer, and Pitchford did a really good job in the first half. Pre-game, I told you I wasn't a fan of Noah Long getting as many carries. Look, they didn't do that as much as they have some in the past, and they spread it out a little bit. Now, Noah Long scored 3 touchdowns, but they did spread out the carries. I like it.
Sure. Anytime that this offense, this Liberty Hill offense is firing on all cylinders and is working, Sean Lapazinski, Booster Club president, likes to talk about them being like a Swiss watch, like if it's running properly, then all the running backs will get a taste.
The kick is away, caught at the 10-yard line, run right up the middle of Noah Long, across the 30, the 35, the 40, run finally tackled about the Liberty Hill 40. 2-yard line. There's a flag on the play. That's not good. They're throwing it back at about the 27, 26-yard line. That may bring this back in that area.
Looks like a hold on the Panthers. A late flag at that.
Going to back it up, see where they mark it off. Back now to the 17-yard line. Will they start this drive? You're getting the ball here in the start of the second half. Up 28-7. This Panther team has built up a 21-point lead. First play of the second half. Vickers takes a snap, hands off left-hand side to Noah Long. Not much there, maybe a couple of yards. Bring up second down.
One of the benefits that the Panthers have that, a lot of other teams don't is that they're going to move this clock exactly how they want to. With this lead, it becomes a little bit more of a hill to climb for the Bears because of the moving clock that the Panthers are going to put on them.
Second down and 9. Vickers takes a snap, hands off left-hand side to Pitchford, gets across the 20, the 25, to about the 27-yard line. Another flag coming in late. Looks like he has enough for the first down, but this might go against Liberty Hill again.
Late flag. A late flag. A late yellow flag, as you heard the announcer at the stadium.
Is he picking this up?
He did. And then,
no. Wow. I'm not sure.
We were on the refs pretty hard at the beginning of the game, and now we're going to get on them again here a little bit. I haven't heard the call. Another hold, but the hold was so late and so far behind the play. Rough break here for the Panthers to start off, kind of like they started off their first offensive possession with some penalties.
Man, they get that back, and now it's 2nd and 20. Or close to 20. It's like 18 yards. Back to the 9-yard line. Inside handoff. A big run. Shoestring tackle against Noah Long. They get back what they lost on the penalty.
And if that shoestring tackle did not happen, Noah Long has his 4th touchdown. And about 150 yards rushing tonight because they were not going to get him. There was nobody over there on the reverse inside handoff a devastating play for these Panthers if it hits. One player on the Bear team had to make a play, and he did.
3rd and 9. At this point, it's a manageable third down play for the Panthers. Inside handoff, and it is close to a first down, Greg, by Pitchford. Really close. They're going to mark him just short of the first down. Wow, do you go for it here? And
Absolutely.
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 Bastrop's not been able to stop them all night.
Not even a question.
No, I don't even know if they've had many tackles behind the line of scrimmage, Greg.
No,
you're 100% right.
With Reese Vickers and what you got going, it's just the state of the game. No need to give the Bears back the ball inadvertently. And this is the difference that we talked about in the first half with Coach Todd Patman in this situation. He gave up. Coach Walker
4th and 1 by the Panthers. Handoff right-hand side to Pitchford. He picks up the first down. Move the chain just enough for the first down.
I mean, you go over the big guys on the right side. You go over the strong side and pick up the first down. No problemo. Good job by the right side of this offensive line. Jackson Harris in the center.
1st and 10. Handoff Noah Long. He's going to lose yardage on this play. They try to get out wide to the right-hand side. He's going to lose 5 on this carry.
Thought Vickers might have kept that one there.
Noah Long, not much room on that play.
So
brought down by number 44 for Bastrop.
2nd and 14. 9 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Liberty Hill leads 28-7. Oh, there's movement. They're going to whistle it dead right there. It's going to go against Liberty Hill. They're going to back them up another 5 yards. It's for movement. Little jump.
Little undisciplined here for the Panthers coming out of the half.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
To start the game and to come out of the half. Too many penalties on this drive for sure. Now here they are right back where they started. They're just burning time off the clock, basically, swimming in place.
Play being brought in by Jose De La Cruz from the sideline. Running in from Coach.
False start for Liberty Hill, moving back 5 yards.
Here we go. Next play. Inside handoff to Noah Long. He busts open. It's going to be a touchdown. He's off to the races. Off to the races. 71 yards. Touchdown. Noah Long.
His 4th of the night, folks, and they were not going to get him. It was the same exact play that they made the shoestring tackle on before. His shoes were intact this time, tied them tight. Took it to the house.
Greg, I said 71, but I think it was close. I think around 76 yards on the carry. But
the folks at home are not going to hold the math against you, Tim.
No.
They folks, we know Tim was on the offensive line, so we're going to let him go.
Wow.
Great play. Great play call.
Extra point attempt, snaps back. The kick is up. And good. Ethan Minix with a successful extra point try. It's now 35-7. Liberty Hill leading over the Bastrop Bears.
That's a tough situation there for Bastrop, just to play about as good as you can against these Panthers. Hold them when you need to hold them. You get some penalties, you back them up, you have them 3rd and long, 2nd and long. And then all of a sudden, Noah Long shot out of a cannon off the right side on that inside handoff.
Just like clockwork, my wife's trying to tell me to calm down.
I mean, I haven't even heard you get excited yet.
Right. She doesn't know excited.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Coach Josh Woodbury on the sideline knows what Tim Dean sounds like when he gets excited.
Oh, I do. I think Josh Woodbury, I called probably the most excited play that I have ever done, calling a Josh Woodbury touchdown catch.
I believe they call it the miracle
of Burnett.
At Burnett.
Miracle.
That's right. The
We may have
Burnett
to. I cue that up one time and play it, Greg. I do have it to cue it up. I think the listeners had never heard me go crazy.
We stepped all over. I stepped all over you. I was all over your call. You were screaming. I was screaming.
Those of you that know, me or know personally, the pooch kick off to the left-hand side. The fumble. I think they got it back. If you really want to hear it, send me the call, a miracle, the Burnett miracle. If you're listening and you know how to get a hold of me and you want to hear me call, I think a 2010, maybe 2009 call, football season 2009, touchdown pass against Burnett, classic. I also called a touchdown by a cat one time. That's true.
It is true.
100%. The cat ran down the middle of the field during the football game, called it. First down for the Bears. Snaps back, handoff right up the middle. Now kicks it back out to the side. Thompson gets run out of bounds for a gain of 1. Greg, we also had a streaker. You weren't here.
I did not.
It happened right here in this field. It's a true story. I can't make that up. Oh, my goodness.
I love it.
I actually didn't call the streaker down the field.
You don't want to encourage that. You
I don't. But it did happen during a game that we called.
Devin Riley with another solid tackle there on Thompson.
Second down and 10. 2 receivers to right. Fake handoff, rolling out into the flat again, Greg. That is complete for a short gain of 3 yards across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
It was a good play there by Mauser. At least he got to roll out a little bit to his right-hand side. Mauser rolling to his left has been totally ineffective. To his right, to the short side of the field, he's a big, tall, right-handed quarterback. He can get a step into it. And
Bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Bears.
3rd and 7. Ball's on the right-hand hash. 7 minutes left to go in this third quarter of play. Liberty Hill up 35-7. Defense is playing really good. Besides giving up a touchdown early in this contest, made some mistakes. Straight drop back pass. Under pressure as Mauser throws it away. Under heavy pressure by the defensive line. Threw it out.
Everybody asking for the flag. The coaching staff. He didn't get it back to the line of scrimmage. Where's the flag? Nobody wants to give it to him. The refs talking about it. They don't want to make it happen.
No, they don't. They don't want to.
Coach Walker is beside himself, throwing the flag, making the motion.
Yep.
The coach motioned to throw the flag because for sure that ball did not. It was intentional grounding. He was in between the tackles. It didn't make it to the line of scrimmage.
4th down. Now the punting unit comes on the field for the Bears. The ball's on the 31-yard line. Back deep.
Goodness.
For Carter Hudson. Back deep for the Panthers. Standing about his 40-yard line. 6:43 left. The snap's back. Good snap. Punt is away. Off to the left-hand side. And Hudson's going to get away from this one. It's going to take a bounce.
Hudson wisely decides to let that one bounce off the right side.
Rolls out of bounds at about the 35-yard line, and that's where Liberty Hill's offense will come out and set up again for their next drive. Liberty Hill up 35-7. We'll do last call for any shout-outs. One more shout-out from the Dyer clan from Matthew Gotcher, sending out a shout-out to our nephew, number 12, Logan Dyer. From Lewisburg, Tennessee, go Panthers, from Matthew and Jamie Gotcher.
I got a shout-out to the missus. She's watching. She says, I haven't updated the score yet. I just did. She's making sure
She's not giving you a shout-out. She's scolding you.
She's QAing. She's making sure I'm doing my job for the people.
Well, and you weren't.
I didn't.
Yeah, you're failing them.
I didn't. But I did now. Thank you, baby.
And off right-hand side as Grady Flynn cuts across the 45, and he's off to the races. But he's going to be caught from behind after he gets into Bear territory. across the 35 down to the 33-yard line.
That's going to put 2 Panthers over the 100-yard mark. First Noah Long, now Grady Flynn. The ground game working for the Panthers tonight. The Bears just don't have an answer after their successful early stops. It's been all Panthers.
1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Vickers hands it off up the middle. Nice run there by Logan Dyer. Pick up of 5 yards by Dyer. Greg, speaking of Logan Dyer, Joy Gotcher sends this from the Dyer clan. She says, first, shout out to you guys for being so entertaining. We hardly agree with you about the refs. Logan is one of our 10 grandchildren.
Come on!
Yes, we're a blended family with 7 adult children. So the Gotchers, Copelands, Breedens, McIntyres are all actually part of the Gotcher clan. His uncle, Chris Gotcher, works for Ericsson and live in Stockholm, Sweden.
Aren't you Swedish?
No, not me. And Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, before transferring to Singapore.
My daughters are Swedish.
No long with a small carry. Now it's 3rd and 2.
I'm not Swedish. My daughters are.
Thanks to your wife?
I'm the father of Sweden.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Wow. How about 3rd and 2 from the 25-yard line. Vickers hands off right inside to Noah Long. Gets the first down. One more across the 20 to 15 to 10. Cuts it back inside, back outside. And it is a flag. Did I see a flag?
I did.
Yep, flag on the play. It's a touchdown, but all the Panthers are walking back.
Great stutter step again by Noah Long. He had 2 Bears just bearing down on him at about the 8-yard line, and Noah just stutter step, cut back in. He has that move working tonight, but they're gonna bring this one back.
Coming back. Again, I want to thank the Dyer clan. We're having a lot of fun with you guys, and thank you for giving us shout-outs, really, literally from all over the world. And, it's very much appreciated that you do that, and we're having fun and giving you guys shout-outs. Super. I call Aunt Ginger sort of the first fan of our broadcast. You guys now are officially like the first family. 3rd and 10. Handoff left-hand side. That is Grady Flynn. Gets a block, but gets tackled for only a short gain of 2 yards. A flag late on the play. I think it's going against Liberty Hill again.
I'm not sure why, but you got to give it up. Creed Nichols. I got on Creed in the first half because he dropped that interception that went right through it. But right there, you know why Creed plays defense. He went through the blocker Noah Long and tackled Grady Flynn all in one motion. Great job by Creed to shuck the blocker and get into the backfield. Coach Ken Walker is fed up with these referees and is pacing, and it just cannot take it, Tim. My goodness. I'm not sure.
The flag against Bastrop.
They changed it?
Wow. Now the Bastrop coach is going to come out and fuss.
Folks, you will not hear Tim and I.
Nope.
We just do not complain about refs. It's something that is part of football, and you just have to adjust. You have to just forget about it and move on. But, man, sometimes you get a referee crew, and they just seem to be a step behind, or there's something going on where it just doesn't seem right.
Well, they're marking a big 15-yarder. I missed the call on what they called.
I tip my cap because they got together and they talked about it, but it just seems, like so left to be desired. Coach Walker and I share that view, I believe.
After the mark-off, they're down to the 16-yard line. Noah Long in motion right inside, but a handoff to Logan Dyer up the middle. And he gets about 7 or 8 yards on the play. Good hard run by Dyer.
12 up the middle. We said early on that when he gets the ball, that middle part of the field, that's his running lane, and he owns it.
7 yards on the carry.
From the Bastrop 9-yard line.
Now it's at the 9-yard line. 2nd and 3. Vickers under center. Hands off. Pitches it left. to Grady Flynn. Leapfrogs over someone down to the 2-yard line, enough for a first down to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 2-yard line. My goodness, give it to 12. Everybody in the whole listening audience wants 12 to get it.
Well, I know. Yeah, everybody in the listening audience on our pretty much wants 12 to get it, but let's see what they do here. Snap. It is handoff. Oh, 12 got it, but they stood him up at the 1.
Got some positive yardage, moved it a yard. I think everybody knew 12 was getting it.
Yeah.
Give it to him again, Coach.
2nd and 1. Dyer could not punch it in.
Tim, I'm doing the universal run it again. I don't know if they're for the listeners, for the family. I'm doing it, y'all. Run it again.
Here we go. Handoff left-hand side, and that is to Grady Flynn. Each gets into the end zone for a touchdown.
2nd touchdown on the night for Grady Flynn. His best game of the year. He saved it for the playoffs. Noah Long, Grady Flynn, 5 touchdowns between them. Make it 6, folks. My goodness.
Another touchdown for the Panthers, up 41-7, pinning the PAT here by Ethan Minix. Minix has his ball. Going to try to kick it the extra point. Ball will be set down at the 10-yard line, what's equivalent of a 20-yard field goal. The kick is up. And it is good, and Liberty Hill extends its lead to 42-7. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back, up 42-7. You're listening to Liberty Hill football on Vype Sports.
Be a Liberty Hill Panther football booster. Football family, the Panthers need you. Support the Brotherhood and support the purchase of equipment, uniforms, multiple scholarships, and much more. Just go to lhpantherfootball.com and sign up. Show your support this year. Be a Liberty Hill High School football booster. Find out more at lhpantherfootball.com.
Business sponsorships can also get in contact at lhfbsponsorships@gmail.com.
Back here after the Liberty Hill score. Liberty Hill leads 42-7 with a little over 2 minutes left to go in this contest. Ethan Minix setting up, teeing up on the 40.
Hey, game of interest. The Bi-dist playoff game in which the winner of this game will face in the area round champion, leading Mercedes 36-29 with 3:44 to go.
Pooch off to the left, not fair call at this time, returned. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. That's where they'll start.
Number 6, Julius Baynard with the return. He's brought down by number 50.
1st and 10 from the 31-yard line for the Bears. See how much they go ahead.
If you just heard the announcer, he was saying champion is playing Mercedes, and the winner of this game is going to play them in the area round next. Champion up right now 36-29 over Mercedes. 3 minutes left in the ball game. Wow.
A little closer than I thought. 1st and 10 for the Bears. 3 receivers out left. Pitch out left. And cut back upside. That is not Thompson on the carry there. That's another running back who I missed the number.
Region 4 is the region that the Panthers are in. The 1 seeds from the districts: Leander Rouse, Liberty Hill, Alamo Heights, and I believe it's the Mission Vets.
Throw downfield, incomplete. Wow, we saw his arm there, Greg. That was actually a pretty good throw.
Carlton Schrank on the coverage from his safety position, timed it just about perfect with the back of his helmet towards the quarterback. So if he just was a little bit early, they'd have thrown that for sure. But he timed it absolutely perfect to knock that ball away. It was on the money.
3rd down and 10 from the 31-yard line. Minute 36 left to go in this third quarter of play. Snaps back. Dancing around, looking downfield. Flag on the play. Sack on the play. Maybe holding. And they'll decline it if it is because they got a sack.
Reed Bynum on the sack off the left side. Tim mentioned it earlier that we probably don't call Reed's name enough. So we've said it a few times tonight because he's made some spectacular plays, and that's another one right there. Shot out of a cannon off the left side is Reed Bynum.
Punting team coming onto the field. They're going to decline it, bring up fourth down and about 18 yards to go for the first down.
He loves tackles for losses. That one was a loss of 9.
Sean Clinch is in here doing the announcing, the old sportscaster, local TV sportscaster. He's doing a really good job. He's pretty enthusiastic next door.
He's having a lot of fun.
On
if
the
you
PA.
folks, you can hear him. He is doing a great job.
Snaps back. Punt is away. Good punt, one of his best ones. Going to be fair caught at the 45-yard line. That's where the Panthers will start this next drive with a little over a minute.
Number 24, Carter Hudson with a successful fair catch.
Starter's still out there. Probably see him a little deeper into the fourth quarter here than you normally would.
Play coming in from the sideline. Jose De La Cruz bringing the play in. First and 10 from the 45-yard line. Up the line of scrimmage, Vickers under center. Hands off up the middle. Not much there, maybe a yard. Very short gain by Dyer. Logan on the carry. Didn't have much room right there.
Gain of 1 by number 12, Logan Dyer.
Never would you think after the 7-0 lead that Bastrop had would this have turned into a quintessential Liberty Hill District game, which is what we've seen so far. It has just been all Liberty Hill since the first quarter.
Second and 9, handoff left-hand side. That is Pittsford trying to get to the sideline and does across the 50, the 45, the 40. Finally gets tackled at the 34-yard line of Bastrop.
2 huge blocks on the left side. First one, Gavin Salinas sealed the edge. The second one, number 12, Logan Dyer. I'm not playing to the crowd here. I'm saying he made a great play to spring Pittsford for an extra 10, 15 yards off the side. He's going to get a sticker in the film room for that.
Maybe
for sure.
Maybe more than a sticker.
2 stickers?
Maybe.
He gets 1 for sure. I don't know. You don't get 2 stickers. 2 stickers is that's a big play, like a pick 6 or a strip something.
Okay.
That's a 1 sticker play.
That's the end of the third quarter. Liberty Hill up 42-7. Taking it to the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the start of the fourth quarter. You're listening to Liberty Hill Football on Vype Sports.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, Vype.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, Vype.com.
Intensive purposes, moving on to the second round. Just get through this fourth quarter unscathed here. Flag on the play, hand off to Noah Long, and they're going to whistle it dead before it even moves. So that means it's going to be backed up a little bit. Probably back up 5 yards, and they'll make it 1st and 15.
Little jumpy on the right side, trying to get a jump on the Bastrop defensive line shift.
False start on the Panthers, moving the ball back.
Folks, we hope we are with you again next week in the playoffs. So we're going to be playing it week by week and to see if we'll be back. The Booster Club decides whether we come back or not. Handoff right-hand side to Noah Long, and he picks up good yardage, a pickup of about 7 yards, and bring up 2nd and 8.
Shoestring tackle there again, or Noah has his 5th touchdown on the night.
So if you know a Booster Club member, shoot them a little message, especially a board member, say, hey, we want Greg and Tim back.
I love that you're pitching.
No, I'm pitching. I'm serious. We want to come back, but, it's going to be a week to week. We love this team. Pitch out to Pitchford, left-hand side, gets across the 30, the 25, the 20, cross the 15, run out of bounds about the 14, 13-yard line.
Joe Pitchford decided to deliver the punishment there at the end of that play. He was not going to be tackled. He laid the wood to the Bastrop Bear defensive back who wanted to come up and get a taste of what it's like to tackle Joe Pitchford.
First down from now the 13-yard line, 11 minutes left. You folks out there going, oh, no, we want you back next week. Hey, it's not our decision. No long pitch. Oh, no, I missed it. Logan Dyer with a touchdown run.
Come on, Dyer.
Wow.
There you go. Get on your feet.
Inside handoff. He kicks it out and gets to the end zone inside the pylon. Faked me out even.
He checked in for his reservations.
No long. Grady Flynn. Now Logan Dyer on the scorecard. First touchdown of the night.
I wonder who the loudest Logan Dyer fan is.
His grandma.
You think grandma?
I would say.
Wonder who gets the loudest when he scores. It's not uncle or aunt. No way. No way.
No. Maybe a crazy uncle.
I don't know.
Maybe,
Pick up and it is good.
Every family's got a crazy uncle.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, of course.
49-7 now. Liberty Hill takes the lead.
I would also have to imagine that of all the Dyer clan, Logan is not the only football player. There's got to be a few
I bet there is.
up and down the line there.
Yeah, in different states, but there's no place to play football like Texas.
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
Illinois.
besides Pennsylvania. If you're in Pennsylvania, then yeah, but other than that.
Somebody, one of the clan from Illinois. I don't know about that. Tennessee, there's some good players there. I'm picking SEC states now, aren't I?
All SEC states.
Yeah. Didn't we had a listener from Alaska last week?
I believe so.
We did.
Yes, we did.
It was a Dyer person, wasn't it?
I think
Dyer
so.
clan?
I think so. I mean, it have to statistically, we have to say it was
probably a Dyer.
It was a Dyer fan. And and Logan rewarded the family with a touchdown tonight. Do you think they're going to talk about it at Thanksgiving? Because they have to. They have to.
I don't even know if they all get together for
They
Thanksgiving.
hijack the broadcast.
They're too spread out all over the place to get all together.
There's got to be a Zoom call or something
maybe
like that.
Maybe a Zoom Thanksgiving call where they all get together and say thanks together on a Zoom call before they eat in different locations across the country. And you know what? If they don't, they just got the idea.
I mean,
they should.
Hopefully, we're playing around that time. We will call into the Zoom call.
Oh, absolutely!
Right now, Dyer Clan, we will
absolutely.
We will call it.
Pooch kick to the right hand side, fair call. Dyer Clan, if you do that, if you do a Zoom call, Greg and I will jump on with you.
We want in.
We're in. If you're going to do a pre-Thanksgiving. Giving thanks, we are in if you do it.
Because we are thankful for y'all. Thankful for all the listeners.
Absolutely.
Thankful for the opportunity to do this. And my goodness, that's funny.
This is why we do it, Greg. And it is. When this is. I get a break here. I want to talk about that just for a second. So I'm going to come back to the Dyer Clan and more here in just a minute. I'll get a moment. 11 minutes left. Handoff right inside of Thompson. Oh, he gets out of a tackle. One of his best runs of the night, picks up 12 yards.
Good hard run by Thompson off the right side. We saw it early when he was just a little bit of he's hard to handle, but since then he's been bottled up. Just keeps his feet moving.
Yep.
You got to credit the Liberty Hill defense for keeping him bottled up all night.
First down for the Bears at the 38-yard line. Snap back, hand off to Thompson again, right up the middle. Tough couple of yards, maybe 3, maybe 4. So, Greg, we do these broadcasts for the people like the Dyer family. The people that are can't come to this game, sit in the stands. They're not close enough to the stadium to come watch someone in their family or a friend hand off left inside, no gain. Bring up third down. This is why we do it. This is why the Booster Club wants us to come broadcast these games. For people like you, for people like the other people, friends and family of players playing in this game.
And like
fans.
you said, we get to see the numbers, thousands and thousands of people tuning in all over the place, whether they're listening to Scout or listening to, for whatever reason, but that is the real reason.
And Rowdy Brown, living in Coleman-Schmiel, Texas, an alumni, passed down the sideline, incomplete pass. Living in Coleman-Schmiel, Texas, and East Texas, listening to a team that they went to high school at. This is why we do these things, so you can keep up with what's going on. And I appreciate all of the listeners and the Liberty Hill Booster Club and football program for allowing us to be part of this for so many years and bringing this to you. Yeah, we're unorthodox. We're not Troy Aikman or anybody like that, but we are our own style. We hope you get some entertainment and enjoyment of our style of us calling the game. Fourth down, they're going for it. Snap back, looking downfield, under pressure, run out of the pocket right-hand side, throws it downfield towards the receiver, and it is incomplete, in and out of the hands of the receiver, going to turn over on downs. But this is why we do it. So the Panther offense come on the field. We do it for you, and we enjoy doing it. We also do it so our wives know that we are not out at the bar and we're not doing something we shouldn't be doing. We're not spending any money, Greg, are we? We are here. We're hanging out together. So this is our alibi. We have a solid alibi
it's
right
on
here.
Tape. It's on tape. Call the Dyer family. They'll tell you where we were.
And Ginger can tell you where she'll take the stand. Nope, I was listening to him. Dyer clan knows where we're at. Vicker's going to keep the ball. It's Pitchford keeping it on a quarterback. He took the snap and picks up 9 yards. But we do it for you. Thank you guys so much. Our journey's not over. Hopefully we're back next week calling the game again.
I think Vickers is out. I think it's Joe Pitchford time.
Oh, I think you're right.
And I think good job by Coach Walker. You never know when you're going to have a backup quarterback get in there.
Pitchford under center, takes it, hands off left inside to Grady Flynn, gets across the 30, still on his feet, down to the 26-yard line. Enough for a first down.
Number 43, Grady Flynn. He also likes chains to be moved. First down.
He likes the chains to be moved.
Ginger messaged me that I got your back.
I love it.
I love it. Thank you, Ginger. I appreciate it.
49-7, all Panthers.
Wow.
My goodness.
Hand off right-hand side. That is Logan Dyer. Looks like they got a face mask. He picks up about 4 yards, but they grabbed his face mask, jerked his head around, but he's up. He looks fine.
They did for sure.
Wow. Everybody threw their flag on that one.
It was a 3-flag penalty because everybody in the stadium saw that face mask.
He picked up 5 yards. They're going to tack on
15 more because it's right around it's going to be half the distance, so about 13 more.
Yep. Once they get done marking it, it's out to the 11-yard line, just a tad outside the 10. So first and 10 from the 11-yard line officially.
Dyer with a touchdown. Long has 4. Flynn has 2.
Pitch out right-hand side. That is Noah Long. He's hit pretty hard about the 6-yard line. One of the hardest hits that I've seen him take tonight.
Yeah, he had a full head of steam there and stopped cold.
No, that's Gavin Salinas, Greg. I'm sorry. That was Salinas on the carry and not Noah Long.
Folks, Salinas is 20.
For the Bastrop Bears.
Noah Long,
We have the
21.
Bastrop Bears on the field. Down on the field.
And there's an injured bear down on the field. Greg, if a panther and a bear got in a fight,
You know, I was thinking about that earlier.
really, what happens?
It really does depend on the age of the panther, the age of the bear. Where are they fighting? Are they in a river? Is it on a mountain? Is it in the forest? There's a lot of factors that go into it. It's a pretty fair fight, I think.
You think?
Yeah. You got to go with the bear though. If the panther gets too close, the Panthers, it's got the reach.
Yeah.
But if you get too close, and I think the Bears got the ground game.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Panthers got the ground game.
Panthers.
Not tonight.
Panthers do have the ground game working tonight. They do, that's for sure. Truer words, rarely spoken.
2nd and 6. Handoff. Salinas left inside, gets to the 5. They stand him up right at the 5-yard line. I'll bring up 3rd down.
With Pitchford under center, Coach Walker trying to find someone else to get into the pay dirt. Salinas, the benefactor.
Number 20
with the last two plays.
Tried, but the entire Bastrop Bears
3rd down and
3rd down and 5.
5. They can pick up another 1st down if they'd like. I'd like to see him get it to the edge here, Tim.
The ball is technically at the 6-yard line.
3rd down. Pitch out to Grady Flynn, and he trots into the end zone for another touchdown for the Panthers.
Senior Grady Flynn, well over 100 yards, probably about 130 by now. 3 touchdowns. Dare I say, the best game of his high school career.
Absolutely. They give him the ball. He's making Daddy proud.
His dad told me he always runs hard. And you know what? He's right. Tonight is one of those nights where Grady Flynn is just running wild. Some wild abandon by number 43.
Uh-oh.
Fire!
Miss snap. It is complete. Conversion! What? Greg, you want to recap that one?
Folks, you heard me yell fire, and that's just Tim will tell you, that's the universal sign for the ball is down. Carter Hudson, with Reese Vickers out, Carter Hudson was the holder. He dropped that snap and then rolled out to his right, found Aaron Brewer in the flat to get the 2-point conversion. It was definitely a mistake, but they turned lemons into lemonade. Brewer picked up 2 from Hudson.
Touchdown, and it makes it now with the 2-point conversion, 57-7, with 6:53 left to go in this contest.
At 7-0, you did not think at that point in time that the Panthers were going to rip off 57 unanswered. I mean, we were talking about this Bastrop team presenting a challenge and coming in hot and having 2 excellent athletes in Mauser and Thompson.
No, they did.
Great line, played good hard defense, just played so well in those first couple series.
Pooch kick off the right-hand side. It's going to be returned, not fair caught. Ball's on the turf, but they're going to call him down right at the 30-yard line.
Panthers were ready to pounce on that.
Offense for the Bears coming onto the field. Ball's on the left-hand hash, just under 7 minutes to play. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Snaps back to Mauser, hands it off right up the middle to Thompson.
Other playoff games,
And
notable score.
1 yard, 2 yards.
Just up the road here off Highway 29. Georgetown Eagles
2nd and 8.
are beating 6th-ranked Dripping Springs in the 3rd quarter, 56-42.
Oh, the Georgetown Eagles.
Second
like
and
they're
8.
gonna advance.
Snap back, handoff. Thompson trying to bust back out to the right-hand side. Breaks one tackle, breaks a second tackle, finally run out of bounds about the 38-yard line.
For Bastrop, Demary Thompson. Nice
Reed
run,
Bynum with the
brought
first
out
tackle
by
to
Kenneth
slow him
Healy.
up. The rest of the Panther defense cleans it up.
Good guys.
6 minutes left to go in this contest. Liberty Hill leads 57-7. Ball's at the 36-yard line, right-hand hash.
So on the other side of the bracket, Bernie Champion did knock off Mercedes 36-29, and they will face the winner of
Bernie Champion was the winner of the game that we're waiting the winner of, and so
Liberty Hill.
Liberty Hill will play Bernie Champion next week. Now, Greg and I were talking about where that might take place. Last year, both teams were able to say pick a neutral home field, meaning something close to Liberty Hill for Liberty Hill, something close for Bernie for them, and you flip to see what neutral close location. Liberty Hill won that toss, and we played it at Kelly Reeves in Round Rock. Now, they can pick a neutral site altogether, like in the middle, or they could do that again, and that might happen. Snap back. Mauser throws it out to the right-hand side, complete for a first down, complete to Julius Bernard.
Folks, he's a maybe 6'2", 6'3" quarterback with a rocket arm. Beautiful out pattern there to Freddie Briones. Tim, is that the first out pattern all game?
It might have been. Handoff to Thompson up the middle, dances around, not much there. Pickup of maybe a yard. You know, if you were picking a complete neutral site between here and Bernie, I mean, New Braunfels area is a good one. San Marcos is a decent one, a good one as well, Greg. If you were picking something that's about equal traveling distance, but you might see that Liberty Hill picks a Round Rock location and Bernie picks a San Antonio location. Long pass downfield, incomplete. Mauser showing off his arm.
I thought for sure the refs were going to throw the flag there. They've been throwing it all night. They let the boys hand check there. Mm-hmm. Great pass by Mauser again. Is on the money.
3rd and 9 is what's left. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in this contest. Handoff again to Thompson, looking for some place to go. Finally gets the outside, picks up a little bit of yardage, gets stopped about 2 yards short of the first down at the 46-yard line of Liberty Hill. Bring up 4th down. They'll need 2.
Demary Thompson. Nice run, nice wiggle. Brought down by number 19, Joseph Ramon. Going to bring up 4th down and 2 for the visitors.
4th and 2, 4 minutes and 50 seconds and counting left in this contest. Up Liberty Hill leads 57-7. Handoff again to Thompson, not going to do it. Going to turn over on downs. He picks up 1 yard. And
the
Liberty Hill offense comes onto the offense comes onto the field. Looks like the second
Here
unit.
comes
Greg.
the second unit. The second unit getting some playoff experience.
Greg, there's numbers out there that I do not have in my program. So we shall see how this
Adrian
works.
Nunez. I see Ryan McIntyre. Number 32 is Heath Harris.
I got a 31 out there that I do not have. Snap and hands off to that 31. And Greg, he picks up a first down. There's flags on play. I cannot even call this kid's name because I don't know who that is.
Well, it's coming back, so it doesn't even count. Like the play never even happened.
Greg, I hate it for this kid, though.
I do too, but it didn't happen technically. And to hold.
Can you imagine if it was Logan Dyer couple years ago, a young kid brought up from in the playoffs. He gets the ball, and we don't know who it is.
And everybody, all the Dyer families tuning
man.
in all over the place. And they're like, it's number they would know who it was. They would know.
No, they wouldn't listen to us.
The family knows who 31 is, so they're like,
gotcha.
number 31. So that's just for them.
I hate it for this young man that I could have called his name. Picking up a great run, but it got called back. Holding penalty, brings it back to the Liberty Hill 39-yard line.
We're going to find out who that is, folks. We'll have it for you next week.
Again, 31, Greg. Breaks it open. One man to beat. 40. Across the 40, across the 30. Greg, maybe you could walk down there to the coach's booth and ask the guy who it is.
We're going to need – the coaches have cleared out.
Cleared out.
The coaches –
Hines, his dad
Does Scott
up here
know?
is containing his excitement. On the long
Jackson
line,
Knox.
being very objective.
Tim.
What?
Jackson Knox.
That's who it is.
That's right. I got some lip reading. They could tell next door that we didn't know who it was.
Jackson Knox, 31. Great job there. Great run.
Solid run.
No,
you're going to be hearing more from Jackson Knox. I have a feeling, folks, that the name is going to be in the program pretty soon after that
If
run.
not, I've got it written down. I'm taking it with me next week. Carson Holland, the quarterback, hands it off left-hand side to Justin Lovell.
Good run by Lovell there off the left side.
With the carry, knocked out of bounds by number 44, Christian Lopez.
Jackson Knox. I love it.
Gain 8 on that play. It'll be second down and
Pick up of 8, 2nd
and
and 2.
10.
3.5 minutes left to go.
There's not the first Knox to play in Liberty Hill.
Are they related?
Have to be.
That's not true.
It's not true, but it
could be.
2nd
and 2.
Good chance.
From the 21-yard line. Handoff right-hand side. Nutt there just stood up. Line of scrimmage, bring up 3rd down, and that was another number I don't have, 48.
Number 49 on the carry, a hard run for no gain. Ben Garner.
Ben Carter, it was 49.
Hit by number 28, Logan Stewart, literally met each other at the line of scrimmage.
Ben Carter
9 and 2.
called his name a few times this year.
Heath Harris brings the play on to the field from the sideline. Cole Klein, the center, steps up. Hand off right-hand side.
Knox.
And Knox doesn't get any yards there. 3rd and 1, maybe a little bit. Fourth down. 2 minutes and 10 seconds and counting. Liberty Hill
Perfect
leads
opportunity to
57-7.
kick a field goal if it was score was a
true.
little bit closer, but coach will just run it out.
Knox again left inside. Enough for the first down. Pickup of 2 yards to get to the 18.
Move the chains.
Number
Knox.
31, Jackson Hines. Move the chains. A chain mover first down.
Okay, so I can't read lips. Jackson Hines,
141 to go.
he said. Tim, are you listening?
Heinz.
It could change again. We apologize, folks. They're going to kneel it, and that's going to do it.
Yeah, no, not yet. It'll take a couple of kneels, Greg. So.
Well, I mean, the kneels it's just going to be, they're going to kneel it on out.
Correct.
Tim Tebow style for the rest of the game. Victory formation for the Panthers. They rip off 57 in a row after giving up
Oh, yeah, that's
7.
right. They were down 7-0.
They were down in this game 7-0, and Bastrop had the ball on 4th down. Bastrop decided to just give up and punt it 6 yards.
Right.
Back to the Panthers. And from that point on, folks, it has been all Liberty Hill.
One more snap, and we will be moving on to next week to play Bernie Champion at an undisclosed location. It's going to run out the clock.
Absolutely love it. Love the fire out of these Panthers at the end of the game.
Panthers run out the clock.
57-7, a shellacking of the Bears.
The Bears.
Ouch.
57-7 is our final tonight. Greg, I want to, as this clock runs out, going to face Bernie Champion, the same opponent that we met last year in the second round of the playoffs. Greg, my take, after, again, what I thought was a very rusty start, had me a little nervous. They just took it all momentum. The defense played well. Great rush defense against a really good running back. They met one of the best running backs they've played all year, and the kid never got loose hardly at all.
No, except for the touchdown drive in the first quarter. He caught a big pass play down the right side. He ran a wheel route, and Mauser found him. He got out of the backfield and got into a linebacker and picked up a third down and 12. Great pass by Mauser. Didn't see that play again for the rest of the year or for the rest of the game. Technically for the rest of the year, unfortunately for the Bears. And they just, they got outplayed. Maybe they got a little outcoached. But Liberty Hill really took advantage of blood in the water and made it happen.
Sure did, Greg and Alex. And I'm looking forward to next week calling with you. And it's going to be another good matchup. Every level of the playoffs is going to get a little bit harder, and that's exactly what it's going to be for next week. Liberty Hill going to advance next week against Bernie Champion. Stay tuned. Read your social media. Read your newspaper. Pay attention. Game is going to be somewhere in Texas. Between here and Bernie. So, guys, I really hope we're here with you next week. And, again, if you know Aunt Ginger, I text your brother. Let him know that you want us back. Seriously, I'm lobbying Aunt Ginger.
I love it.
She's a good friend of mine. And text him and say, hey, we got to have these guys back next week. If not, I won't know who scores. I got to know. And Tim and Greg is the way that I know keep up with the game.
There we go.
Yep. So hopefully we're back next week, and definitely would be fun. And hopefully we'll continue this run with Liberty Hill in the playoffs. Liberty Hill wins 57-7 over the Bastrop Bears, and we will hopefully be back next week. Guys, you have been listening to Liberty Hill Football on Vype Sports. Greg and I will see you later.